right. Well, hello and welcome back to another episode of RULTMOORK. We are picking up our adventure where we last left off in a shrine underneath the exposed ruins, recently exposed ruins, to Vasi, the goddess of fresh water and flow. After a hard-fought battle with the Medusa, which you came close to perishing, but overcame nonetheless and successfully defeated
Successfully
her.
defeated her.
The area at the center of the ruins and the kind of the tower seems to have led to an underground shrine, and you find yourselves inside of that shrine now. You see water, translucent, not translucent, but effervescent, I guess, reflecting off the walls inside this chamber. It's got this kind of dull glow to the water, and you can see that it's flowing from almost a point in space somewhere from two of the southern pools, kind of given this ripples that are flowing past you. And then you are on a pedestal right now. You've just discovered that a woman emerge from one of these pools. She has long hair, dark. She has a light blue robe on that's soaked. You can see that she was, in the moment, holding out her hands with her hair flowing through her hands and mimicking almost identically to the statue that you see across from the chamber from you. There's ambient light in here in addition to the light that Simon cast when he was first descending into this space. So the area is dimly lit. You can see on the ground before you a pile of bones from warriors long past. You can see rusted armor, you can see rusted swords and shields. And in front of those stands a large, about a 7 foot tall skeleton clad in bronze and golden armor. The entirety of the skeleton and the armor itself seems to be metallic, with light blue specks all throughout the metal that are gently reflecting off the light in this chamber. You can see that this chamber itself is somewhat small, and on the walls behind you and to the side of the statues, there are murals that are currently covered by thick dust, but you can see the pigments of colors behind those murals. We last left off. We've just established communication between this woman in the water, Lady of the Water, let's call her for now, and Dagar, who was brave enough to put the two pieces of the amulet together, and thus, in the instant, became aware and is able to speak Grecian. And now you've established communication with her. One more thing to note about her: everything about her seems to be like a person that was drowned. She has, well, features that were maybe once beautiful are now puffy and prune like the fingers in the tub after too long. She looks, well, dead for quite some time, yet her demeanor and her energy does not seem threatening or hostile. Not only that, but she was willing to give you what was once on her belt, that part of the amulet, to you willingly when you asked for it. So she's been cooperative. We're going to pick up from this moment. What would you like to do?
Uh,
Did you
we
mention that vase?
Oh, I did not mention. Yes, thank you. Oh, there's Denratra. That's where he is. He's at. You are not there yet.
Oh,
You
it's
are
heading
at
towards the
down here.
vase.
You were at the thing. If you're at if you're at the vase, then that's a different story. But we
Nah,
stopped when everyone was in this area.
true.
Um, Dagar checked for traps in these three squares and did not find any where I'm pinging. Across from you, above the statue, on a raised platform, hovers a vase, spinning, slowly oscillating in space. Um, it seems to have, from what you can see, some kind of relief carved onto it, and it's pretty large. It's probably about this big in real life. So it's pretty large, and it seems to be made out of some kind of like maybe silver, some kind of reflective, shiny metal, and it's just suspended, slowly turning. So that's kind of everything you see in this room. So go ahead.
Uh, I like to approach and observe this pile of bones. And are these all people who are slain, like with their equipment on? Like it looks like they just came in here, were killed, and then died in this place, fully equipped.
Go ahead and give me a perception check. Okay. They are all of them are laying in front of this statue that has the shield and the sword and covered in metal. Sorry, not a statue, but the skeleton, this bronze warrior. And by the pile, you see that they all perished right in front of it, in one way or another.
Okay.
Does that answer your question? Or
Yeah. Yeah.
like
Well,
you don't see bodies other places in this space. They all seem to be piled up kind of in a semicircle in front of this statue, almost as if died there in the moment of battle.
okay. So here'd be my next question. All this is like decaying equipment, correct?
This
Nothing
place,
that
yeah,
looks
recent, no.
recent. No. Okay.
Everything seems to be covered by quite a bit of dust and just kind of
Nice.
the. Oh, okay.
Sorry, doing my hit roll.
Uh,
What?
um,
It's breaking the
don't
fourth
forget to
wall.
add your con.
Yeah.
So you have this woman in the water looking at you, and she's just basically been able to realize that you understand her, and she's looking at you, Dagger, and she's kind of like she has her hands and her hair flowing through her hands, and she's smiling and looking at all of you, but kind of hesitant also. She doesn't approach any closer, but she is kind of in the pool.
Okay, I'm feeling like a little caught off by her gaze at me, and I feel uncomfortable. So I go ahead and I give the amulet to Simon, and I tell him I think you're more suited for this.
Okay.
Okay. What happens when I touch the amulet?
It's a magical item. If you attune to it, you have the ability to speak and understand Gregcan fluently as if you always spoke it your entire life.
How do I attune?
You just accept the energy from the item. It takes up one of your attunement slots, one out of the three.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay. So attunement takes no time at all outside of combat. So you attune to it, and now instantly in your mind you feel a deep understanding that just gets unlocked, as if it was always there, as if you just forgot, and now you remember all of it.
Hmm. Okay, so I address the lady of the water.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Spirit, we come in peace. We seek entry into into this forsaken monument.
She looks at you and she kind of looks at herself, says, "Spirit? Alas, I understand. You wish to enter where?"
I think he was trying to figure out if there was anything down here
The
besides this
structure,
structure.
the structure in which surrounds us. It is cladded by two gates, intricate and ornate. And I maybe I
So
pull out my sketches and I start reciting some of the writing from it.
okay, two things. I think where you are right now is like 2.5 days away from the RULTMOORK place,
The
right? You
tower.
went to town, and so
Oh, I see. So we're
you're
we're
not.
not standing in anyway. Okay.
Yes. So her confusion is my confusion, but maybe that's because
No,
yeah.
no, that's
So
fair. Sorry, I'm confused. So
yes.
okay, so then I tell so then I
She's
tell
like,
her
you are wait. I
uh,
don't like. What are you
we
talking about?
we seek entry to a monument. 2 days ride to what, the west?
East.
Yeah. She as soon as you say that, she's RULTMOORK. Yes, the greatest temple to Vasi. You stand in but a small shrine to her, erected around the same time by Grecians to honor her near the lake. She looks around and she says, there are murals here that tell a story if you wish to hear it. They must be cleared, but beware that guardian, and she points to the large 7 foot tall skeleton clad in armor. That guardian still lives, still is able to do what he is designed to do, which is to protect and serve and guard.
We mean no harm, nor do we intend to befoul any monuments or shrines here. We simply seek entry to the large cathedral, of which is guarded by these ornate doors, and I describe them to her.
Mm-hmm. She says, yes, the doors are meant to keep those that do not follow the way of Vasi, that do not honor her mercy. Now, since you are able to converse with me, you are able to read these writings. And if you are able to read these writings and decipher the meanings, then you are able to speak the answer, and the doors shall open to you.
I take another look at the writings that I've sketched down.
Yep.
Do
So
I
now
see?
you are completely able to read them, and they seem to be riddles. Two
Okay.
different riddles, one for the top, one for the bottom, but they are riddles.
Okay.
No, no, she will not solve the riddles for
Of course, she's not gonna solve the riddle.
you.
But I now see these riddles as she's
Mhm.
pointing it out to me.
Yeah, no, it's crystal clear to you. It's like, oh, okay, you solve the riddle, you speak the word, doors should open.
Okay. What are the riddles?
Okay.
And can I out loud translate them basically in common to my party
Absolutely,
as
100%.
I'm reading aloud from this
The
note?
door you uncovered at the top that was buried. Without me and within me is death assured, but within you I am life most pure. That's the top one.
Oh, that's easy.
Wait.
Yeah, they're not difficult.
She's the fucking goddess of water. I mean, it's like, how hard is it?
Well, you'd be surprised. I mean, I'm glad that they didn't make them too hard. Riddles and D&D don't go well together. That's a known fact.
Yeah, we are playing a children's game.
And the bottom one is this. Axes and swords will not help you through, yet it and a little push will do. Some in the fort would have fought and soon died were it not close at hand to let them inside. Were it not close at hand to let them inside.
Hmm. Hold on. Can you read that one more time?
Yes, axes and swords will not help you through, yet it and a little push will do. Some in the fort would have fought and soon died were it not close at hand to let them inside.
Huh.
It and a little push.
Yet it and a little push will do.
So
And it
water
let them inside, or they would have fought and died.
So it's close to the fort. That one could be water too. I don't know.
water on the hands and push it. Push the door.
I mean, I peed on the door pushed on it. It did not.
Mm. It wasn't pure water though.
I don't think.
Yeah, that okay. That's that. Can you, for one, break us apart for whatever reason? I think I'm controlling three characters right now.
Oh, yeah. That's right. Let me give everybody back their ownership. That's right.
So I've been checking out these skeletons. My next question was going to be, what's the state of the water? And then
Yes.
you
The
said
water is
these
crystal clear. It seems to
crystal
be
clear.
pouring out of a point in space from like kind of 2 points down here that create these pools. Like out of nowhere, it just starts pouring in, slowly dripping in. It's crystal clear. It smells fresh, and it's just kind of flowing and doing the ripples all along the two kind of channels.
Okay.
Hey, can you ask her about the Guardian, like if it has any weaknesses and if we can avoid it at all?
Do you do that? Okay, what?
Sorry, what?
I'm gonna say that he does that. Okay.
Okay.
She kind of recites this. The Grecian legionnaires were the most elite and revered soldiers of their age, trained from a young age to reach the pinnacle of physical prowess and martial skill. So great was their mastery of art of war that significant number of these elite soldiers lived to middle age, despite their hazardous occupation. The most elite of these soldiers could not fathom living or dying in a way that did not serve Grecia. The most highly decorated legionnaires were chosen to become guardians of Grecia's preeminent and sacred sites. When death approached, a guardian received a final cleansing ceremony in which they would consume a special tincture of hemlock and black sage, painlessly ending the legionnaire's life. The
Hmm.
bones of the honored dead were then cleansed of flesh and alchemical and magical procedures. Grecian ore was then painted upon their bodies with an emulsifying brush. It was in a final form that the Grecian guardian would emerge, prepared to serve as immortal protector of Grecian civilization and monumental structure.
Hmm.
Basically, she says they're incredibly formidable warriors, and this
And they're undead
ceremony that
warriors.
they the ceremony that they went on painted the Grecian ore onto their bodies, and your encounters with Grecian metal and ore so far has yielded being impervious to damage.
Maybe we could
Right.
splash some water
Yeah,
on it.
some stores won't let you through.
Splash some water on it.
Uh,
So that's
Something that
obviously a
would be
key,
a
right?
point of interest is the emulsifying brush that painted the ore, that was able to manipulate the Grecian ore and paint it onto the bodies and the armor. Based on the few, how these sessions are going, I think it'd be much more fun to kind of spell a few things out for you guys just so we can like have fun.
Can my character make a would that be history or arcana check to see if I can glean anything from that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm,
This would be just intelligence.
just intelligence.
Yeah, because none of it's relevant to your history. I guess you can make an arcana check, sure. Why not?
Okay. Oh, it's going to be the same either way.
Yeah.
um, I,
Wait, do I get? Oh, I no, I get a huge bonus on intelligence if I because I'm standing close to our good friend.
Wait, bonus on
um,
intelligence?
Yeah, because it's like a saving throw, or is that not a saving throw? Is that just a regular throw?
This is an ability check, has nothing
ability
to do
check.
Yeah.
with it.
Okay.
So
Do
what?
you want me to re-roll that?
It's a
Let me just
19.
subtract off of it.
Well, would you?
It would be a 19 instead of a 24.
Right. So 19 is good. What you would glean from that is
Hmm.
that basically what it summarizes to, they go through a specific like burial process, and they create these guardians that are basically eternal, and that they are made from warriors that were very formidable. And as you can see, the armor and the weapons and the entire thing is like not weathered at all, while the rest of the skeletons, armors, and weapons that are laying in front of him have been like decaying over time and rusted. So you can see that it's some kind of magic, and you can tell that it's a process that they go through, like a ritual.
Do you have a player's guide, player's handbook?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm looking at the water. I just looked at the bodies. I can't actually move because you have a pause.
Yes, go ahead.
But as a Durgar and familiar with that, I'm going to be looking for fresh water, especially coming out of rocks or bubbling up. Right? Can I want to go to the source where this water's coming out and check it out.
Sure. You can now move your character. Go ahead.
Oh, thanks. Right.
See it.
Yeah, all I get is 1 4th level. That's so late.
Are you not able to move? So this pool is about 5 feet deep, where you are, Caravaggio, and the water is crystal clear. It feels kind of like warm to the touch ish, right? It's not like super cold. Feels nice. Adam, are you not able to
Okay.
move your character?
No, I can't.
Okay, let me fix that. All right, pause for a sec, everybody. Let's get this technology working. Adam owner. What the I thought I changed your thing too.
I don't know, dude.
No, hang on. User configuration. Gatrock. Let me change it real quick. User management.
But anyway, so I would like to look at the source of this water, and then
Yes. So
if
the
it
source of the
seems
water.
that clean, can I try it?
Yes. So the source of the water seems to be springing into existence from a point in space, and almost
Sweet.
like a dimension. And when you sniff it, it smells crystal and fresh. And as when you sip it, it's just the most fresh crystal water you've tasted. It's amazing.
I dump out my water skins into the lady soup, and I refill them from this what appears to be some of the best water I've ever seen.
Yes. There we go.
Doesn't matter how many dead chicks are in it; it's still tasty.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean,
That's what I was about to say.
she's lady soup, but this is I look at you, and I give you a thumbs up. I give you the okay.
Okay. All right. I'll do the same thing then.
It's fresh. It tastes really good. It tastes crystal clear. It's very quenching. But nothing magical is happening afterwards. It's just really, really fresh water that seems to be coming out of point in space. It's almost like being summoned into existence.
I'm kind of against drinking corpse water, so I'm just gonna hold off. I just watch them fill their
I
flasks.
shrug at them like clearly they don't understand.
Can we ask that lady what happened to her?
Yeah. So she kind of gets somber for a second, and she says, "Men from the desert came long ago. They wanted the water for themselves. They wanted Bossy's power. They wanted Bossy's knowledge. They wanted to subjugate us, but didn't want to assimilate. They wanted to subjugate. Well, they came here and were slain, and we sealed the shrine. And they came to RULTMOORK, and they tried to get in, and the priests there sealed RULTMOORK against these invaders. I do not know how much time has passed, but if you say I'm a spirit, I must have perished when they came. And she looks at the dead skeletons, but it looks like so did they. I was a priestess of Vasi. I dedicated my life to her. And I guess I served her in death. I remember making a plea for her and she's kind of starting to remember stuff when I was held down in the water. I remember pleading to serve her and offering her my gratitude if I could be spared. And she's kind of looking around at herself. She says, well, I guess my wish was granted, as I am not elsewhere.
That's sad.
Yeah, and as you look at her, you can see that she was drowned. So they must have drowned her in this pool. In that last dying moment, she must have called out to Vasi and asked for, to be spared. And I guess this is kind of what she got.
Hmm. Damn.
Cold.
So how bad do you guys want to fight this skeleton? Because I have an idea that might get us around it.
Yeah, I don't want to fight it if we can help. The idea is to not fight things we don't have to. Save our strength for shit that we don't have a choice in.
Because we
So,
And we
really
already
want.
know how to get. We already know how to get into one of the doors. So
So do we want to go for this spinning urn? Wait, can
Yep.
we ask her what's in the spinning urn?
Ask her what the
you could
importance
just
is.
talk to her directly, Willie.
No.
I mean, at
All
this
right.
point,
Hey,
no one is relaying
go
what
ahead
you're
and
saying,
ask her
so
what's
we
in
might
it.
as well
all
just
right.
go ahead and say
What's
that you are communicating with
Yeah.
her.
What?
What's in the box?
What?
Since it just
All right.
falls on deaf ears, so it's like,
Yeah.
yes.
Hey,
You-
hey, dead chick. What's in the spinning urn?
She. Sorry. She says that is amphora of restoration, a sacred artifact of Vasi. It is able to cleanse stagnation. It is able to purify water. It is able to create water, the life that it brings. Vasi's mercy is contained within that item. It is sacred
Wow.
to us. It is very important, and it is very
Is
important.
stagnation a big problem around here?
I
When
mean, you remember those
water
guys on the top
ceases,
of the.
when water ceases to flow, stagnation develops and still comes over the water, poisoning it, corrupting it. Yes, we fight stagnation wherever it should show itself.
Yeah, those cultists up on the tower, huh?
Yeah, they were all about
Oh,
stagnation.
there's somewhat fewer of them now, but yeah.
They'll be back.
I seem a little disinterested in the conversation that's going on, but I am continuing to check out the space.
Yes. So checking out the space, over here you can see that there seems to be something on the wall like a mural, but it is covered in thick like dust. But you can see the pigment underneath it.
Okay, I would like to approach it,
Okay.
and I will pour some of the water across the image. So like when something's
Mhm.
dusty or
Yeah.
dirty and you can't see the colors, but you get it wet, all of a sudden everything comes out.
It's real wet. So, you see a mural, and this mural stretches across the entirety of that space. And it's very intricate and it's very well inlaid, and you can see the kind of the same craftsmanship that was in that mural of the flowing water right next to the golden door in the bottom entrance, right? Kind of that same pigment, that same style. And you can see armed men coming with torches, and on the other side you see what looks to be like uh, priestesses wearing the same kind of robes that you see the one that's drowned that's talking to you right now wearing, and you can see them holding out a key and looks like blocking the entrance, and it's kind of you like, oh, what she was talking about, men coming from Anarok wanting the water, wanting the power, and sealing the shrines against it.
I walk back out and I relay that there's a pretty picture. I point at the wall back behind me. Um,
And then Zen, you can see that there's another kind of mural over here on this side.
Ooh. Okay. Is that the mural right there?
Where I'm pinging.
The dudes marching in the. Or is that the first one?
That's the one that Gatrock just exposed. This is also covered in dust, so it's hard to tell.
We wipe the dust away.
Okay. You see a picture of a female holding that amphora restoration, water pouring out of it, and you see life springing underneath where it was pouring out. And underneath in Grecian, Simon, you're able to read it. It says, "The Blessed Mother Vasi, in her
Ooh.
infinite mercy."
So maybe the water in the Vasi vase is the key.
Well, maybe we just take some water from this and we splash it on the door up top because that's the answer to the riddle.
I feel
And
like
this
we should
water
take
was
the
blessed.
base.
Then we're gonna have to fight that skeleton.
Depends on how sneaky we are. Or we could just grab it and run.
From where you're standing, you can see one more mural over here, all the way on the northern wall, kind of behind the vase. You can see it's
mhm.
large, but it's also covered in dust, and it's behind the kind of like from from this angle, kind of basically.
Can you go? Can we go up and around the backside on that staircase in the backside?
Is
Try.
is there something blocking you? No.
Okay. No, it just I see like the way the map's drawn. There's like a line going around, but yeah,
Is that going to
Line?
activate the Guardian? Probably.
yeah.
So
What
this
if
this
we?
is a walkway. Like these are just
Mhm.
Yeah.
walkways, right? And then these go up, and so do these. And this is a platform that's raised, and then this thing is raised once more, and this thing is floating on it.
What if we swam it?
Well, the
Hey
water
Dennis,
goes here, and then there's a 10-foot raise here and another 10-foot raise here. So from the water to the top where the thing is spinning is about 25 feet up.
do you want me to
Yeah.
just paste my shareable link in Discord to upload my character or what?
No, I got it. If you're done in D&D Beyond, I can just do it right
Yeah.
now.
Well,
Okay.
how?
I got you. You don't got to do a thing. Just enjoy
You
the show.
already.
He
Oh,
has
you
to do it.
already. You
I
have
have to
access to
do
my
it.
D&D Beyond account.
Of course.
Magic.
You're in the campaign. It's all linked. Um. Okay. Uh.
I've
I
got my
guess.
ring of jumping.
Yeah. I just wanna move up here. And be observing the skeleton while
So it should
watching
be
him.
level 7.
Oh, we're not level
Yeah.
7 till after a long rest.
Yeah. Once we get long rest, then we'll actually
There you
level
go.
up and you'll get shit.
Oh, I
There you
see
go.
what you're saying. So,
So
oh,
now
you
you
got
should
my
have
new shit. Okay,
everything
cool.
everything from D&D Beyond. Okay, give me just a sec, guys. I'm gonna take a piss. Yeah. So as you get there, Duergar, you
Yeah.
see the skeleton turn and look at you. And that's the
Yeah.
first movement you've seen from him. As you get close, literally the head turns and looks directly at you with its empty sockets. Be right back.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna sit here and observe him. Uh,
So wait, are we still level 6? I'm confused.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, but we just uploaded our stuff preemptively.
Yes.
because
Got it.
instead of doing it, we tried to get it done before we sat down, right? So that when we go take a long rest, he can be like, okay, everybody hit the button, and then it refreshes all your stuff, and you'll be level
Gotcha.
7 with everything
Gotcha.
ready to go quickly.
I got a pretty sweet spell. I'm excited about it.
Nice. You're like, I need this spell before this combat.
No, I don't, but it summons a pet that does massive damage.
Cool.
Ooh.
So, do we want to ask the water chick
And it what?
what this,
Yep.
what the purpose of this vase is, or how to maybe acquire it?
But we know what it does.
We know how to acquire it. We got to kill the
Store.
fucking giant skeleton.
Fuck yeah,
The
we
Or
do.
we
question is,
could
do we
just,
need it bad enough?
or we could just grab it and run.
Yeah.
So also
sure
now
that's
that you
gonna
guys
go
are
really
looking
well.
around, the only entrance and exit out of this place seems to be a 10-foot, a hole that you came through 10 foot above you from this point right here.
Where we have
So
rope dropping down
yes,
from
you do.
climbing down in there.
Yep. But other than that,
Like
this
I
doesn't seem
said,
to be any other
do we
entrances or
do we
exits.
need it, or can we move on with our lives and just go open those doors?
I feel like we kind of need it.
Yeah, we probably need it. So, Dead Water Girl, what if we take that urn
She
and
says,
we
"My
pour the
name is Melania."
Millennia, what if we take that urn and we pour the magic water on that statue? What will happen?
You will die. The statue will kill you. The
I'm glad I
statue
asked.
is the skeleton you're talking about?
No, the
Or the
statue in behind the skeleton.
Oh, that statue is a representation of Vasi. I do not think anything will happen.
Hmm. Would it be bad for us to remove the urn from this place? Skeleton warrior notwithstanding.
If you pledge yourself to combat stagnation and corruption, if you do not wish to abuse the power of Vasi's mercy, then yes, who am I to say it? If Vasi deems you unworthy, then you shall be struck down.
That's fair.
But the Guardian will not let you touch it. It is there to protect it, to keep it safe. I have no control over him. I have no control over anything anymore.
Mm.
She kind of sinks into the water a little bit and starts kind of swimming off to the side. And then you see her approach the place where the water springs into existence from like out of nothing, almost seems. And she approaches, and you can tell that she is praying. She's doing a quick prayer to Vasi. And then she finishes the prayer, and you see something plop into her hand, and she swims closer. Looks like Dagar is the closest. And when she swims, she holds out her hand, and seems to be something in her hand. And she's reaching out and wants to kind of hand it to you.
She's offering me this object.
Yes.
Okay, well I will. Oh, that's cool. I like jewels. I'll take the object and thank her.
So as you take it, it feels cold like water. If you kind of move it around, it's almost sloshes like water, except when you look at it, it seems solid. She says, "If you wish to enter through the flowing water, through the stagnant water, you will need this to make it flow again." And then she kind of slinks down and flows through the water again, and then disappears under it.
I show off the gem to the rest of
Okay.
the party. She gave me this cool gem.
Neat.
So,
I give
do
him.
we have a vessel that we can get some of this water with? Like a bottle.
There's like an urn over there.
Huh.
Well,
You guys
I
really
think
itching to fight this skeleton guy, huh?
I think at least two of us have filled up our water skins with this fancy water.
Okay, cool.
Can I touch the gem to the flowing water around me?
Sure.
Yeah, I want to do that and see if anything happens.
Submerges. Nothing.
Nothing. Okay.
It has this. It has this kind of like. It's shaped almost like a tear.
Mhm.
And like I said, it's solid. It looks like a blue gem, except it doesn't look like a sapphire. It just looks like a kind of a shape of a gem. But when you like, it sloshes inside, except it's not visible. And it feels solid.
Oh, maybe this thing is the it in the riddle. Like it and a soft push on the door. Maybe
It
you
looks
push.
like it's basically a gem of water. So
Yeah.
like this
Hmm.
um
But
has,
then it let them in. I guess. Yeah. I guess whatever it is, obviously let them in if it opens the door.
is this skeleton just sitting there looking at me constantly right now?
Yes.
Mean
Okay.
mugging.
Yeah.
But he's not
Is
coming
he
in.
like following your gaze? Huh? Huh?
Yes. But you, as soon as you got, there, he turned and now it's just. But once again, it doesn't have eyeballs, so you can't tell if it's
Yeah.
like moving with you. But yes, it seems to be fixated on you.
I turn to Dagar. Oh wait till he gets back.
No, I'm here. I'm.
Okay. So I turn to you and I give you this like symbol where I'm like I like look at the skeleton and I'm like he's looking at me, right? And I'm like pointing to the side passage to see if, sneak up there and get that fucking face.
Oh, I see what you're saying. And
Come on, curiosity.
all right. Well, curiosity. You guys are baiting me into starting fights and then yell at me later. So let's do it then. All right. So I'm gonna hide. Right? Can I
Hell
do
yeah.
like a hide?
I mean, it's out in the open. You
Okay.
can duck behind here, I guess, break line of sight if that's what you're trying to do, and try and hide. Go ahead.
Kind of go a little hide. Am I gonna do a roll for
Just
that
hide
or?
isn't like I turn invisible in empty space,
Yeah,
right?
I'm just
So
being sneaky. I'm just trying to
yes,
be sneaky here.
being sneaky sounds great. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
Do you want me to roll for hide or?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Stealth. Go ahead.
All right. Where the hell is that again? Uh, stealth, normal. Okay, cool. I like that roll.
Pretty
24.
sneaky.
I'm
Okay.
sneaking.
You feel hidden.
Sneaky
Okay.
little snake.
Little sneaky little snake. Slither little snake. I'm gonna sneak
Um,
around.
I would like to prepare to uh, Giant's Might and attempt to intervene with the skeleton if he stops being focused on me.
Okay. Right now, he's not looking at Dargar. He's still just looking at you.
Cool.
Sweet.
Do we have any form of snares?
I'm gonna grapple this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Do I have? Let me see my inventory. Kind of want to do an Indiana Jones type thing. How much does this urn look like it weighs to me? Like, what is the weight I would think this thing might weigh?
Well, what you're looking at right now is you're almost at the end of that platform. There's another like 10-foot raised dais. Above it, a couple feet up in the air, a vase about this tall is slowly just churning in space. It looks like it's made out of some kind of shiny metal. So if let's say it's made out of silver, and if it's empty, probably doesn't weigh that much.
So we're talking
If
like
it
2 pounds.
if it's full of water, it would weigh as much as that, basically that volume of water. Right?
It's floating in space.
Yes,
Space water.
What
it's
makes you
just
think
slowly
that you
rotating.
wouldn't just get caught up there floating with it if you went near it?
Oh, I have ideas. Don't worry
Dude,
about
he's
that.
got claws. He
Got
does
ideas.
like
I got a plan.
he's about to grab onto the fucking walls and shit.
Cannot wait.
Okay, so I'm gonna get to. Hold on, let me get my screen back up here. I'm gonna get to right here.
So as you also get to
Oh,
here,
shit.
this other mural that I was referring to right here, you're right next to it, and you can see dusted.
All right, can I wipe off the dust? And I want to see this mural.
Yes. So as you wipe the dust, you can see that it reveals something that you instantly recognize as because you've laid your eyes on it. You see two globular
boobies.
shapes.
Water titties.
Butt
Except,
cheeks.
so you know these tits.
I've
At least you
seen
saw
these
one.
before.
know these tits.
Samantha?
What was one of these tits by chance in a
Green
satchel that was
in the
yeeted
satchel.
over the edge of a?
It looks very close.
Oh
It looks
yeah.
Okay,
real close to
okay,
that.
One, two.
interesting.
I'm over here like my precious. Something I tried to steal earlier and didn't succeed on. Okay. But there's
So
two.
underneath there is writing,
They
but
would
you
have
no
been
longer
eyes.
have the ability to read Greckian,
Oh
unfortunately.
shit. I should have kept that amulet. Um,
Can you sneak back and grab the amulet?
yeah, I'm gonna sneak back and grab the amulet.
Go ahead and give me another stealth roll.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me I didn't like that spin. 17.
Okay, go ahead.
It's reasonably sneaky.
And then give him another stealth roll while you proceed back with said object.
Oh, shit.
Okay, I'm coming back. I don't have the object or the vase.
I
I'm gonna try
understand.
for it. Okay.
No movement from the Guardian.
Sweet. I'm gonna
You
go.
pass.
Who's
Yes, you get the amulet from Simon.
Okay, and then I go back over. Now, do I do a
Great.
stealth roll again from?
Correct. Yep.
Okay.
Simon gives him a disapproving look and shakes his head.
Trust me this time, you know? We'll see how this
I hope
goes.
you know what you're doing, Cat.
Ah, yeah. Alright. I'll take that.
What was it?
22.
22?
Excellent.
I'm going back up.
So as you approach
Oh,
from
God.
where you've wiped, you see that the writing now that was foreign to you now makes crystal clear sense. The
Okay.
mural underneath it says, "Sacred
Played.
Tears of Vasi, from which
Ooh.
rivers flow and life emerges."
Okay, so I'm just really curious. This might be breaking fourth wall thing, but the leader of the dude, the cultist leader that we pushed off the edge, who had this tear in his satchel, was all about stagnation and not moving and stuff like that. And he had one of these tears of Vasi, and it seems like, to me at least, that the lady in the water is not about stagnation. She's actually the opposite of it. Am I right in that thinking?
But
You
that
would
could
have
have
to
been
DM.
why. That could have been why they've had such a bad drought lately. Is the stagnation people got their hands on one of these tiers?
Right.
Right. Well, the drought was also
She said
caused
the
by
stagnation
Asher's
will take you.
character in the other
So
campaign.
also you guys would remember this. When you
But
got hired, you were told that from RULTMOORK, two rivers used to flow that supplied fresh water to the entire valley. And 1,000 years ago, overnight, those rivers stopped flowing, and then the water dried up, the rivers dried up, and the valley became kind of barren.
1,000 years ago.
1,000
Man,
years
they've
ago.
really been sleeping on this fucking issue.
So we got to go find those tits and put them back.
Yeah, we do. It sounds like we need to put some tits back
Put
somewhere.
those titties back.
So that's an epic quest if I've ever heard one.
so, so this urn, like that, the mural of the urn in Vasi, it looks like she's pouring an infinite amount of water out of it, right? And it brings
Sure
life.
does.
So, knowing that information that you just told us or refreshed our minds on, it sounds like we need to bring this urn back to RULTMOORK and put it somewhere
It's
there.
not an urn. Now that you've seen it, and not only that, but now that you see it up close, you see that same image of Vasi pouring water out of this amphora of restoration, and life springing.
Okay.
You
That's
you were
just
told the
druid
name of this
craft.
item from the priestess.
Okay, so we need that urn to bring back
Yeah.
water to RULTMOORK.
I mean, it depends on how much we like RULTMOORK, but
I mean, I like helping people. I like water. I'm a pirate.
I
I
mean,
like ships and stuff.
we are from an organization trying to recover magical
Yeah,
items, right?
this is
And
true.
this
oh
appears to
yeah,
be a magical item.
Correct.
How long
The
ago did I say we need this urn?
the orb was obviously corrupted that we chucked off the top, and remember there was also that like every night everything up there was getting hit with like an aura of something.
Right.
but I bet if we poured this urn onto it, it would stop the stagnation.
Or at least would bring back the rivers, because this thing makes life grow. I think the stagnation would stop with the titties. Everybody knows
Yeah.
the titties stop stagnation. That's just a given.
Well,
Gets
Stop
me
the
moving.
titty stagnation.
It gets everybody
If there's
moving.
anything that gets me moving.
Okay, so I'm gonna take my rope I have, and I'm gonna make a lasso.
you guys only had 2 ropes and you used them both.
What?
And they're hanging, dangling.
What are you talking about?
Wait, the entire party has 2 ropes? I didn't
Yeah.
use any rope
Where,
to come
where
down here.
where are these ropes dangling?
2
wait,
ropes got
I,
used to slide down. 50 wasn't enough. You guys added another one, and now it's dangling from the hole in the ceiling, which is the only entrance and exit to this place that you're in right now.
The dangle hole,
You had
dude.
3 ropes.
Dangle hole.
That's fine. I just you guys were at the time. You were like, we only got 2 ropes, and we're using
No,
both of them.
no.
That's all I'm remembering. Just because I watched the
no,
video.
All the different packs that we had ropes in them, and we
That's
just
fine.
I literally
Yeah.
just picked up
Yeah,
two
rope
additional
isn't
packs.
gonna be the limiting factor. I just remember you saying too, if you guys have more and you have it actually on your thing, then that's fine. But it's just magical rope appearing out of nowhere is kind of
We literally
I
just came from town where we bought
yeah.
fucking
yeah,
kits,
that's fine.
which all have ropes.
I do remember you making a point of buying a bunch of stuff, so I do remember that.
Pretty
I
sure
got
we all
invented.
started with 50 feet.
All right, so can I make my lasso?
That's fine. Yes, you can make your
Okay.
lasso. Go ahead.
I'm making a lasso. And I'm gonna just Indiana Jones this lasso type thing, like a cowboy or whatever, and
Okay.
try to wrangle it around the vase that's floating in the middle of the air.
Great. Go ahead and give me sleight of hand with advantage.
Sick. Sleight of hand, advantage. Not so sick. 14.
14. Okay. So
God.
as the rope flies and goes around the vase, you try and tighten it, and as you tighten it, just slides from the bottom. But I think it was just a poor attempt. You're like,
You're a pirate, not a cowboy.
Right, right. But I'm gonna try again. Well,
yeah.
hold on.
It seems like it just like as long as you like pull it where it's like around the ledges up top instead of like the kind of the butt plug like
Right.
area at the bottom.
I
It should
shout out
slide
to
off.
Trock. I shout out to Trock, and I'm like, "Is that skeleton moving?"
Or do
You
we want to
hidden?
shout?
No, I don't want to shout. Never mind. I forgot I'm sneaking.
Are you sure?
No,
Are you sure?
definitely not. No.
I don't know if you can go back on that one.
No.
You-
I'm rolled again. I'm gonna go real quick. I got advantage still on the
Yeah. Yep.
sleight of hand roll.
Yeah.
I think if the skeleton was aware of what you were doing, you would know really quick.
All right, I got a 21 there. I probably would.
21. Great. The rope tightly cinches around the top of this amphora that's floating in space.
I yank
You
it toward
have-
me.
Okay. So as you yank it, it just flies empty. Almost like, you weren't sure how much to tug, and it just flies and goes right into your hands, and poof, you grab it.
Nice.
And it's light, and it's metallic. It's maybe silver or platinum. It's hard to tell, but it doesn't seem to be filled with anything. And as you grab it, the skeleton instantly turns, activates,
fuck.
and starts going. So we're gonna go into initiative.
It's a
This
race.
cat, dog. This
so,
fucking cat.
so,
Hey, bro.
So-
Immediately went into action.
I
I
would like to, right? Because I was waiting.
Yes, you were waiting totally, 100%.
Okay.
We will do initiative, but you'll get an action because you definitely specifically were like yes.
You're just gonna
I just
football
mean like
tackle him.
it is go time, and then let's see.
These are the consequences of the suggestion of the party.
I mean, it's a good
I
suggestion.
I follow what Troc wants to do, man. That's what I'm usually here for.
To be honest with you, earlier you guys were using a lot of big words, and I didn't catch a lot of what was being said. So I just kind of been on my own fucking mission in terms of checking shit out. And at this point, we're good to go, baby.
Oh, he's ready.
Let's go
And we're still
ahead.
level 6, right?
Yes.
Because my
So
HP
now,
got input.
No, I updated all of you guys. You guys are all level 7 in here.
Nice. All right.
Everybody has their level 7 power just because it was that. Yeah,
You
Be
and
too
Simon?
much.
it's fine.
Yeah.
You leveled up after the Medusa fight, so it's fine. In
Okay.
the sense of,
Perfect.
it's fine.
now do we want?
Yes, Willie.
Oh, is like a game plan? Are we just gonna try and book it out of here?
So
Well,
right now, here's what's gonna happen. Gatrock is gonna get to go, and then we will go into initiative, which right now seems like Simon will be next. So, Gatrock,
Yeah.
what would you like to do?
I think,
And-
like I said, I was waiting to Giant's Might, so I'm going to enlarge.
Okay, so I'll make you big. And because we're out of initiative order, I'll just have to move you, but you can still press
Okay.
your buttons.
Let me see here. Right. So, as a bonus action, you magically gain the following benefits. You become large. Anything you are wearing.
Boom.
Boom. You have advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. Right. So,
Okay.
I'm gonna use that. Right.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to approach him and attempt to grapple him as my action.
Okay. You have access to your character sheet, so you
Yeah.
can still target him and do your. Oh,
Well-
grappling will be opposed checks, right? So.
Yeah. Let's see here. Um.
Strength. Is it
Yeah,
ability or
strength.
save? I
It's-
ask every time.
It's just gonna be an ability check, right?
Okay.
And I'm just rolling it at advantage.
Okay. So he got a 16.
Oh, okay. Sorry. It's gonna be your athletics or acrobatics check, right?
He doesn't have those because he's not
Okay.
proficient in them. So he just used his strength, so that's 16. 14 on the die, 2 on the roll. All right, 29. But Jesus.
Let's go.
So 5 for strength and 6 for what?
What's up?
What's your 6 for athletic? Got it.
No,
Okay.
oh, proficiency and then expertise.
Oh. Okay. Expert grappler. Great. So you grapple him. He is grappled.
Okay. So
His speed is 0. That's basically all that's happening.
cool.
Ballin'.
I think that's gonna be it. Let's see here.
Okay.
So
All right. You have another attack.
no, I don't. I only have one attack.
I'm
I'm
because you're.
I'm three barbarian, 3 fighter, 4 fighter at this point.
Oh, okay.
All right, Simon, you're up.
Okay. I think I am just going to pretty much book it towards the rope.
Smart. Go ahead.
Like, all right, boys, let's get the fuck out of here.
You have 1, 2, 3. You have 15 feet of movement to the rope where it's dangling right here, and then you can start climbing up. The climb up will be an athletics or acrobatics.
I'm not gonna start climbing the rope yet.
Okay, so you can move up right here where I'm pinging. That will be 15
But I wanna be near the rope to help
Rope
my
is right
comrades.
here. So where this little arrow is, right? The line with an arrow is where you guys entered. That's where the rope is.
Let's see here.
Okay, and if is that the end of your turn?
So, no, I'm gonna target him with a spell.
Okay.
So, let's see here.
So the barbarian runs up, and you're like, "I'm getting the fuck out of here."
Well, no, the barbarian took it down. I'm like, all right, everybody else to the rope. You know, because then hopefully we can
Oh, sorry, I have it paused. Go
get
ahead.
an escape
You can move.
position. All right. So I will target him with just a ray of frost.
Okay.
Oh, hold on. I gotta target him. Doop. Wait, is it? Oh, control
T. It's T.
or shift?
It's
T.
just T.
T. Okay.
Time to leave.
Time.
And
to
then
go.
Zen, you're up next.
Go to chat. Okay, so I'm gonna attack. Normal. Nice. Okay, hit him. Guardian takes damage. Not crazy damage. But
Okay. So as Ray of Frost flies out and
speed is
hits this
reduced.
Guardian, you see it completely dissipate, and he takes no damage from that.
Oh damn.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're out.
Good to know.
Oh, I mean, it was. Mm-hmm.
Alright, let me end my turn.
Here, you wanted to move here, right? So I'll move you to the rope, and then you can end your turn. Alright, Zen, you're up.
Alrighty.
How
I
do I
got
end
you.
my turn again?
Combat tracker. So second tab on the upright. Chat first, combat next.
Yeah.
Right click on it. It will pop
Oh, I
out the
see it.
combat tracker, and at the end, you end your turn. But I already did it. But Zen, go ahead.
Oh. Okay, thank you.
All
Sometimes
right.
it's easier for me to do it because when things have legendary actions and stuff, it happens at the end. So we could just
Oh,
do
I
it
get
to
it.
where you guys are like, I end my turn and I just do it for you. There it just flows faster. Anyways, okay, Zen, you're up. And then
Alright.
Gatrock, you'll be up next.
All right. So Gatrock's got him grappled,
Yeah.
so he's not moving. Were you
Not
grappling him to keep him from attacking us so we can leave, or just to like keep him from attacking us so that we can keep fighting him?
Well, I saw him start to go for Dagar, and I just ran up and grabbed him. Because
He's like, no, you fucking don't. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
But also, I think Gatrock just grapples to grapple. I don't think there is a grand design. I think it's
to
just...
be honest with you, what I really want to know is when I grabbed him, did he feel strong? Does he feel like a worthy opponent? This is a magical skeleton, right? I mean, how strong is this thing? Is it like...
So right now, when you grabbed him, he didn't seem too concerned about it, and he didn't really seem to resist too much.
Okay.
But you see, he's bringing the blade, and he's getting ready to stab you 2 times.
Two times?
Yeah.
2 times?
So
Stab 2
So you
times?
can see that he's just basically, you grabbed him, and there was no obviously skeleton, right? It's just no more. Just he's bringing up his blade to be able to just stab you, so you can see what he's trying to do. Other than that, there's not much you can glean from it. He feels solid, and he's 7 feet tall, but he's also a skeleton. So like, I think if you go like this, he's not like.
Okay.
He doesn't weigh like a ton, you know.
All right. Well, I'm gonna back my boy. About to back my boy up. I'm gonna run
Okay.
up on him. I have
Go ahead,
not
target
used.
him.
Yep. I've not used this feature yet. I'm gonna do my channel divinity. Vow of enmity.
Okay.
Okay.
Where's that? Do?
Boy. That. Where the fuck is that? Is that what I think it is? Choose a
And
creature
as you
can
run
see
up,
with.
you see the head turn and look at you, with its just completely void, empty sockets. Now you can
I
see up close the skeleton's covered in the same kind of metal, this blue shine.
Fuck yeah. I choose one creature I can see within 10 feet, so I choose this guy. I gain advantage attack rolls against him for 1 minute or until it drops to 0 HP.
That's excellent.
Nice.
That's a really good one.
Pretty sick, I think.
Bring the pain.
I mean,
So
having
then-
giving yourself advantage for a minute, it's real good.
Just against
I
one
can tell that
creature.
you've mid-maxed the shit out of this character.
This is
You
just
got-
a
you got-
paladin. What the fuck are you talking about? It's just a.
You got the aura, you got the self-advantage, you got the polar master, like extra attack. I see you. It's good.
Oh,
It's fine.
the-
maybe or min max.
I see you.
By state-based action? What are you talking about? I'm just a paladin. That's what paladins
I'm
do.
just
I'm
a
just a regular
paladin.
type dude. Yeah, ain't
Just
no
a
big
regular
deal.
type paladin, dude. Just doing paladin things, you know.
All right, go
Yeah,
ahead. Go ahead. You
I'm
have advantage.
vengeance.
Go ahead.
I am vengeance.
You are vengeance. Yes. I am
So
vengeance. Do you say that when you run up on him? I have vengeance.
In the Batman voice.
Well,
vengeance.
I have vengeance.
All the
Okay, you
skeletons.
have advantage. Go
You
ahead.
have
Yeah,
Katie
so I'm
Holmes
gonna go ahead
hostage.
and attack it. So I've got my spear equipped.
Great.
So I'm gonna attack it with motherfucking advantage.
Excellent.
Cuckoo,
Hits.
21. All right, I'm gonna smite this motherfucker. So damage. I'm gonna add 2d8. Level 1 smite. Hey hey.
nice.
Nice.
So, as you stab your spear, what does your magical smite look like? This radiant energy. How is it part of your attack?
So I just like got my shield up, you know, my phalanx position, and then you know, I kind of invoke my god Hor, my Hor god,
Poor guy.
and then it shines with radiant light from the tip.
Let's just say instead of horror, it's Hur.
Hor.
Hur.
Poor.
So the
You're
tip
a
like
Poor whore.
the tip shines with a radiant light momentarily. As
You
I
whore.
just power thrust it right into the
Right.
skeleton.
So as you thrust it, it scrapes against the armor without leaving a scratch and does no damage,
I don't
Even
like
with
this
the
guy.
radiant.
even with the radiant.
Yeah, we might want to bail
Completely
out.
we're
invulnerable to that attack that you just done. Just
Yo, we got
scrapes off.
we
The
got the
armor's
item we need.
completely unharmed, and you can see that it's like now looking at you and kind of twists, and you can see that it's like positioning to basically do a stab at Gatrok, stab at you.
All
I
right,
don't know
then
what kind of powder coat they did, but it's working.
All right, then with my second attack, I will grapple it. Or no, I will
It's already
push
grappled.
it. Is that
Just
is push?
Freeway?
got a
is
dwarf
push
on
an
one
attack
leg
action?
and
Oh,
paladin on the
push
other.
it prone.
Yeah, I'm gonna push it prone as my second attack.
Well,
Can it be prone and grappled?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah,
because
we're basically like
that was one of the things I was thinking about doing, right? Because if I push it prone, then anybody has advantage against it. But he already has advantage against it, so it won't matter all that much. But I think if it's prone, doesn't it get like disadvantage against?
it has disadvantage on attacks while it's prone. The melee attacks.
so
And then
yeah,
ranged attacks have disadvantage to hit it while it's prone.
where is that? So features, so push. Where can I find the push?
Push isn't a thing that normally you can do.
Oh, shove. Shove, I mean. Sorry. Shove it. Oh, shove isn't?
You trying to push or shove this thing, dude?
Shove isn't
Shove.
part of normal thing. It's part of new weapon masteries, but
What? No, shove
shove
action.
totally is.
Use a fucking attack action, but you're attempting to push them prone. It's another strength check. It's
but
something
isn't
that
shove its own action? Not you're doing a multi-attack. You've already attacked.
It's an attack action.
yeah.
It's part of an
Yes.
attack action.
Dennis.
Grapple is part of an attack action, and shove is part of an attack action.
We should clear this up because that's one thing is that when I have two actions, I will try to grapple the first one, and if I succeed, I will try to push them prone on the second one, so that then they have disadvantage on hitting me, right? So that I don't take so much damage.
So it
Okay.
says right here, using the attack action, you can make a special melee attack to shove a creature to either knock it prone or push it away from you. If you're able to make multiple attacks with the attack action, this attack replaces one of them.
Excellent. Go ahead.
So you can grapple and shove. If you have two attacks, you can
Yeah.
attack.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Sounds great.
So the target of your shove must be no more than one size larger than you. Is he just one size larger than me?
He's large, yes.
Or he's 7 foot, right? So he's fine.
He's large.
Yeah.
In my reach.
He's
So I make a strength athletics check against his athletics or acrobatics.
Great.
So I will
So you aim a kick at his fucking knee.
So I'm doing
He's got 21.
Woo!
athletics check, right?
Come on.
Fuck does this shit work? Athletics check. Normal roll, right? Or do I have advantage? No, I don't.
No, you don't have advantage.
It's an attack, but it's not.
It's
But
still
you're not making an
It's
attack.
still a
You're
check.
not making.
Still a check.
That's only for weapon attacks.
Sure.
Hey.
So you do not succeed.
Do not
He
push
beats you.
him.
So you were able to push him, but he just like blocks it with his shield, and he's able to just kind of divert the energy, and he stays upright. All right, so that's your 2 attacks.
I
Anything
guess
else?
that is my turn. Yep.
Okay, Gatrock, you're up.
all right. So I am grabbing him right now.
Yes, his speed is 0.
At the beginning of the turn, because he is grappled, he takes a 1d4 of damage. Is he immune to this damage?
What kind of damage is it?
It's fucking unarmed fighting. So, from what I understand,
Physical.
Okay, it says 1d4 bludgeoning, right? But here's my thing: I
ahead,
have
roll
these
damage.
arm wraps that are bypassing resistances. Are they not? Is this
So-
not me like holding him and punching him and like fighting with him as we tussle about?
Well, there's multiple things happening. You saw
Yeah.
magic. So the magical part I don't think matters here because you saw magical weapons and magic attack him and not do
Mhm.
any damage. So go ahead and roll your damage. It's 1d4. So what does that look like? Because you do succeed on that damage. He does take it.
Let's see here. So I'm just grappling him, and I just,
Do you like just sink in your hands into him?
I give him a good slap. Like what I want to see is how strong this guy is. Like I knock him upside the head.
Okay. 2. He takes it.
Okay.
You seem to have actually done damage to him.
I yell to everybody, maybe up the rope, and I look back at him, and as a bonus action, I'm going to enrage, and there's a visible, like, you can see the dust around me puff as I like
Nice.
start to bear down, and I want to, I just say, sit, and I'm gonna attempt to push him down and make him prone.
Okay. I like how they tied rage to more just primal energy, kind of like what nature, like druids tap into, right? So like you have radiant, you have necrotic, and you have like primal, kind of. So like barbarians tap into that nature's energy. So it's more of like actually assigns magical properties to it and ties it to like the type of magic. So you're like filled with this like nature's wrath.
And you know what? Instead of trying to push him prone, since I noticed that I did,
Harm him.
do
Yep.
damage to him, I want to try to hit him.
Go ahead.
And I will recklessly attack.
Okay.
Let's see here. Reckless attack. Shit. But what do I actually
Just stack
want?
with advantage.
Yeah, I'm
Pressing it won't do anything.
boom boom arm. You
But
must
it's in chat,
target at
so-
most one or more tokens. Then I don't know. It's not. It's literally
Do you have him targeted?
yes. Yes, I do. Right.
Just attack with advantage. Reckless attacks just gives you advantage. If we see it in chat, go ahead.
Fuck him up.
Kick him in the dick.
I believe in you, Gotrok.
Grab his dick and twist it.
Oh my god.
Getting a little. Grab his dick and just gently, like.
That hits.
And then these are also +1 wraps. I don't think I have them on or whatever in terms of the numbers that are coming out.
Okay. I will adjust those. But okay.
Ooh.
And then okay, and then bonus damage from rage. Oh shit. And then let's see here. Sorry, Giant's Might.
So magical, bonus 1. So now they're properly magical and give you a bonus +1 to hit, +1 to damage.
Okay, and then I also deal an additional 1d6 of damage to the target
Okay,
from
go ahead and roll it.
Giant's Might.
All right, so he's gonna take 13
Sorry, so yeah, it's 13
and another
plus,
3.
and then plus the rage damage, right? So then like another, what's that? Another 3.
He actually took damage.
Yeah. I don't know if he's taken all this.
Yes.
Oh.
So I have these hand wraps, right, that turn my punches or my hits to bypass resistance.
It seems to be bludgeoning damage.
Oh,
It seems to be successful,
that's what's going
while all
on
the
here.
other damage has not done anything.
You sure about that? His gloves bypass resistances.
That doesn't.
The DM
do
just told us it's bludgeoning damage. Like,
Yeah.
start hitting
Sweet.
them with the butts of your weapons.
But it's a mystery.
Okay,
Oh,
so that
shit, I forgot to do that. I had a. No, wait, I used my bonus attack. It's
Yes,
a
you
bonus
did.
action. and I already
okay,
used
so
it.
that is going to be my bonus action and my action to attack, and I won't end my turn.
All right, it's his turn now. Alrighty, so you attacked recklessly, so he gets to stab you with advantage. So let's go ahead and do that. He's gonna bring up his long sword, and he's going to try and thrust it directly into your gut. Looks like he hits, and looks like he is going to do.
Okay, let's see here. So
Back in the Raging Barbarian? Fuck yeah.
He's gonna do 15 damage to you.
Isn't
okay,
he grappled?
I'm gonna use my Cloud Rune as a reaction, and I'm going to like as he swings at me, I'm gonna like kind of use his momentum to push the attack to the side and at Zenratra.
Zenratra.
So I'm gonna redirect it to him.
Then
So
ratatata.
Zenratra takes damage?
I mean, if it hits him, yeah.
Oh, like he has to roll attack again?
No, right? I'm just redirect. Like, okay, when you. Oh no, you don't. You definitely don't re-roll the attack. When he hits, you can use your reaction to choose a different creature. So I'm gonna redirect it to him. Yeah.
Oh, so if it okay, so he got a 17. 17 does not hit Zenratra. Is that what we're talking about? So
I don't. No.
because
I don't think so. I don't think you recheck or anything like that.
No, I'm not rechecking. To hit was 17.
Yeah, he just becomes the target of the attack instead.
So that means that misses. So no damage is done.
Okay.
You redirected with that same number. I get what that is. Okay.
He was
sounds
really
good.
trying to get Zenratra stabbed.
Okay. So that was his one attack, and then next one he's actually going to target Zenratra, and he is going to go ahead and.
So
try
he
to
has
stab him.
disadvantage against Zenratra
Dude, that's
Why?
sick.
because I hit him, so he's taunted against me.
Okay.
Sick, dude. Good play.
Good play.
That's going to miss. All right.
That's 200 IQ
Glances
plays.
off my shield.
He is gonna pass.
Good
Jagar, you're
So
up.
can you
Alright, so-
use that to make him attack like one of his homies if they're like multiple people?
Yes. If there are multiple people, I could redirect
One
it. to one of
fire?
his
That's
homies, yeah.
sick. Alright.
So we're just trying to get out of here, right? Or
Trying to kill him.
oh, we're gonna try to kill him. All right.
Well,
Found his weakness, yeah.
you should probably make a run for the rope
Yeah, that's what
unless you want to get stuck in close, because you can shoot, right?
Yeah, does my plan? Well, I don't have blunt arrows, obviously, unless I can like swap the arrow around and shoot with the blunt end.
Protective ace.
No, they don't
No.
work like that.
Yeah.
No.
Cut your
Yes.
fucking bowstring in half.
I'll just start throwing
They-
blunt objects at him. All right, so I'm just gonna move. That's what I'm doing.
Okay.
I'm gonna use feline agility to double my movement speed. I can move 60, which I can't read this crap. Everything's so small and the white background.
Well, it's 10 feet down here, and then if you press Control,
And I just want to clarify something real quick, right? We did not take a rest, so I know that I used
Why
my
can't I?
action surge earlier. I'm pretty sure.
I think he pretty much just gave us the level up without doing a long rest, is what he said.
That's 20
Yeah,
feet.
almost spell slots are back.
Yes, because importing just refreshes. It's like you guys did a long rest. I shouldn't have done that, but I was just trying to just get
You shouldn't
to
have
it.
done that.
So it's fine.
Well, I'm gonna refrain from using second wind again because I already used it.
I mean, it's
I'm
We could-
fine. Like this is the combat. Well, you guys
We could
figured it
just say
out.
that
So
that water was so refreshing
sure.
that it
That-
leveled us up.
That's 60
Actually, I
feet
like
right there.
that. Yes. Yeah, I think the ones that drank from the water benefited from long rest.
Woohoo!
That
I
sounds
like
good.
it.
Yes.
Why not?
That's 60 feet
Even
right
though
there.
there's a dead trick in it.
Yes.
I'm gonna
And then you
bonus.
can dash again
Yeah,
with another
bonus
yeah.
action dashing. That's it for another 30. Is dash half the movement speed? I
No,
forgot.
it's whatever your movement at the time is.
Oh, so I could do
so if-
another 60.
Well, feline agility does it double your movement till the end of your turn? If that's the case,
Oh,
then
boy.
yes. It probably
Feline
does.
Agility
Probably says till the end of your turn.
until the end of my turn.
So that means when you dash, you get another 60.
Yeah, till the end of my turn. So I'm dashing for another 60. So another 60 puts me. I could probably just reach the freaking rope.
Yes. you
Yeah.
can.
So I'm going for the rope. There's
Okay.
a wall there. Okay.
You can use the arrow keys too.
Yeah. There, I'm at the rope, and I got nothing. Well, for shits and giggles, I'm just gonna sneak attack him with a short bow from long range. Whoops.
You already used your. Oh, you can use dash as a bonus action as a rogue, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why?
I mean, it's not gonna do any damage.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
Cool. So I end
just
my
skip.
turn. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Just climb. Oh, all right.
I cheer
You
Caravaggio.
got
loudly.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
He's got all the blunt damage.
Yeah, we got all
Ninja
kinds of blunt
Turtles.
damage coming at his face.
Dude, speaking
Yeah,
of blunt,
it's kind of interesting how you guys built it. Just so happened that it works really good for this adventure. Because there are a lot of times they're in here. They're like, well, if the players don't have any combat options, then suggest they run away. But it's like, no, these motherfuckers have like 3 dudes that can just pummel. So it's all good.
I as soon as I saw this skeleton, I was like, we're gonna see who's stronger here.
So,
I'm
man,
always looking for a challenge of strength.
sorry, I'm playing D&D with my home.
Why can I never remember how to cast my astral arms?
I don't know, bud.
Drag it
You
down
have
and put it on your.
time. You have like 2 weeks to figure out your fucking character.
I
Hey,
had 2 weeks
every
to
time.
forget it.
Drag it
Yeah,
down to your hot
that's
bar,
more like it.
right? You can kind of lay things out like 1, 2, 3, 4 is like your what you normally do in your turn.
No, I mean I see where like. All right, I'll just manually subtract a key point.
Well, if you hit
Wait, that gives
Dude,
me the option to use
wait,
ability.
just listen. Hit
It's your
C,
features.
hit C,
Yeah,
right, and then on C, go down to the third tab on the right, features.
yeah, that's where I am. I've got
And
arms of
And then
the
Arms
astral
Astral
self.
Self is all the way at the bottom, right before racial features.
Yeah, no, I'm looking at. Oh, there's another arms of the astral. Well, okay, but I'm clicking on it and it's
Whoa,
not doing
stop
shit.
clicking, stop clicking, stop clicking. Nothing
Oh.
happens when you click. Nothing ever
Okay.
happens when you
Stop.
click.
All that clicking.
You click once, it puts it in chat. Then in chat,
Oh, that's
you
right.
have yourself
That's right.
selected, and then you apply it. There you go.
Okay.
How
Cool.
many times
like-
did you put it in chat?
5 fucking sessions, you guys are still figuring this shit out. Alright, here we go.
Bad
All right.
taste.
So I am going
Take
to.
that, Willie.
Well, it's just silly because, like, as a DM, I gotta, like, learn more every session and learn more of my monsters, and you guys can't remember how to use your fucking character. Sorry, just a
I'm
little.
sorry that you're
little
doing
frustrated.
so much work.
No, just
I'm
love
going
you,
to
though.
punch him
You're
with.
holding this team together.
whatever. I don't need sarcasm.
Oh, I need to
I don't
I need to
say-
target him. I need to
Just saying,
target
it's
this
like
guy.
one character. Same buttons as last time.
A wise man once
Okay.
said, "This is a lot like herding cats." So, welcome, Cat Wrangler, to the party.
The button. You click the button.
Now
I
that
guess
I've got
I've
him
just
targeted,
I shouldn't watch YouTube videos because in YouTube videos they're like, cool, my turn takes 5 seconds. I move, I attack, I do this, I'm done. It's like next guy, cool. I move, I cast, I do the thing. He rolls, fails, save, cool. I'm done. It's like, oh my god, you can get through a combat in like 20 minutes. That's insane.
can
And
get
here we are,
there.
like for
All
3
right.
hours.
So he does have to make a DC 15 Dex saving throw or take 2d6 force damage.
Great. There it comes the save. He failed.
Force damage?
Yeah.
We never force. Always consensual.
Like the force?
So, if it's force damage, it's not gonna do anything.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Bludgeoning only.
All right, then I'm just going to
But
punch
it's
him
weird
with
because the
my.
arms of astral self are basically doing thing, but if it specifically says that it's force damage, it's not gonna do it because he's very specifically just bludgeoning.
Just punch his face.
No magic.
Punch him in the pelvic bone.
All right.
Really like
Punch him in the pelvic region.
doing it.
But
Well,
you can
in that
dismiss
case,
them, right? And then you can just do it raw dog.
well, yeah, I'm gonna have to move closer to him though, right?
Yes.
Because you. All right.
There you go.
I will just punch him normally.
Go ahead.
In the pelvis.
Force damage wasn't working.
Nope.
Snap that pelvis like a wishbone. Let's go, Willie.
All right, I will attack.
Yes.
I don't have advantage or anything, right?
No, you
He
do
should
not
be
have.
targeted.
I thought he was grappled.
His grapple just means his speed is 0.
Oh.
Oh.
And he doesn't get advantage because there's someone else attacking on the other side of him?
No, we don't have advantage because of positioning.
Okay.
If I had shoved him
Attack
prone,
again?
then all of you would have had advantage. But the whole thing is,
That
seems
misses.
like I'm the only one doing damage to him.
Yeah, so Caravaggio, that unfortunately misses.
All right, I will burn a key point.
Okay, 2 more attacks. Let's go.
Hey.
22 hits. Great.
Fuck him up. Wait, aren't your unarmed strikes like slashing damage though?
No, they
No.
can be either.
True.
He's got
So,
claws.
He's gonna take 8.
Yeah, I think I can do it as with slashing, or just a punch. At least that's what the
Punch
character
works.
sheet says.
So
All right.
one more attack. That's going to hit.
Hey.
All right, it's gonna take 10.
Cool.
He is bloodied. As soon as he becomes bloodied, he's able to attack back. So he's gonna try and stab back at you. But he is
Okay.
bloodied.
How do bones bleed?
Yeah.
Is bleeding bone marrow?
He's attacking with disadvantage.
Yes, sounds great. So that is going to miss. Alrighty. Now brings us to a new round. Now, do you guys want to re-roll initiative or keep initiative the same? We're gonna
Don't
do
care.
that from now on.
I really think it messes with the tactical, like the combat is all based around tactics, and it messes with that when it.
But don't you think
re-rolls.
messing? What I'm hearing is it just makes it more interesting and more challenging when you say.
It
mess.
does make it more interesting to re-roll every time.
But let's vote right now, right? So as a group, let's go ahead and vote. Do we want to? Okay, so Preston says nay. Willie says yay. I like yay because I like the fact that it keeps it dynamic. Because once it's the third round and you know you're only going at the end, you can just check out and not give a fuck. While here you have to pay attention because it reshuffles, right? But so I say yay, Willis says yay, Preston says nay. Shanzi,
Fuck, man. I don't want. Whatever. I don't care.
yay. Okay, and Adam.
I don't care is a
But
yay.
it doesn't matter. That's 3 yeses. Oh, I guess Keisha's here also. We could have a 3 versus 3 on this one.
I don't like it personally.
Okay, so Keisha's
Okay,
nay.
I'll switch mine to nay. There we go.
Yeah, I strongly dislike
Shanzi
it.
has no back though.
Dude, I have none.
Here's my question, Dennis.
You like living here, Sean?
I switched it, bro. Landlord, you see that right there?
Damn. Oh, I don't want to have Shanzi be homeless because of initiative.
Just kidding.
I got my cardboard box ready to leech off a Starbucks Wi-Fi. Let's go.
Okay, my question would be in this campaign,
Get some Starlink.
are you going to be piloting a lot of characters, Dennis?
Yes.
Yes. So if there's lots of creatures, I am opposed to rerolling initiative because,
Okay.
like, if there's lots of creatures, it evens out and it's fair and all that kinds of stuff. Where it kind of fucks with things is when you have like one really powerful or two really powerful creatures, and then they do some like double turn type shit, and like you go from like full life to dead to like deceased.
I wonder what you're referring to. Sounds very.
Before you
very-
even get to go, right? That double turn type shit kind of fucks with it.
Okay,
I mean,
fine.
how
So-
busted would a game of chess be if after each player moved, they'd redetermine who goes next? So it's like every 2 moves, oh, does black go now or does white go now? Like that would totally fuck with chess, you know? So that's what this tactical combat is chess.
All right, we have spoken. So the gang has decided not to reroll initiative. So we're keeping the same initiative order. Simon, you're up. You have the rope in front of
Okay.
you. You have Daggar right next to you, holding that M4 of restoration, that magical item. But yeah, you see the tunnel above you, 10 feet up in the air. You see the rope dangling down.
Okay, so I see Dagar looking pretty,
Very pretty.
like he's
I'm looking fucking immaculate.
He's,
like
he's a
got the
good-looking cat,
goods.
that's for sure.
He's clutching the goods.
Well
but he's looking
groomed.
kind of helpless. I look at him and I say, "Just hold tight. We'll get this guy and get out of here." But I realize that I also have no bludgeoning damage, save for one option.
Don't you have a spell
So
that
I'm going to
deals
cast-
bludgeoning?
I'm going to cast a first level spell. Now, the environment that we're in is like a cave, right?
Well,
Catapult.
it's basically a shrine, right? So, but yeah, sure, kind of like a cave, yes.
Well, it's an underground shrine,
Yes.
and
You're,
what is
you're
the
about like 60 feet underground, you figure, maybe more.
what is
maybe
the
60
condition
feet.
of this shrine?
The walls are smooth, made out of stone, good masonry. The ceiling is high, probably about 40 feet, but where you're standing right now, there's only 10 feet up to the ceiling where that hole is.
Is it degraded,
Don't-
like
Don't
damaged,
collapse the shrine on
old,
us.
or is it like
no, it's structurally
pretty-
sound.
pretty immaculate?
It's immaculate. It's structurally
So like,
sound.
okay. So then, is there like a giant pile of bones?
Yes, they are fighting on top of them right now.
Okay. So in these bones, is there like chunks of armor
Yes.
and fucking and weapons and shit like that?
I'm dying of suspense. What the fuck you're talking about? Yes, there is.
I'm gonna
There is
cast,
metal.
I'm gonna cast catapult.
Oh.
So I'm gonna
okay.
attempt. I'm gonna fucking grab a piece of armor in the bone pile that's
Okay.
about 5 pounds. Cause I want something that looks fucking chunky, right? Like it's gonna do some damage.
Pelvic bone,
Sure.
dude. The pelvic
Look.
bone's pretty
And I'm gonna-
chunky.
I'm gonna fire it at this fucking skeleton,
Fuck yeah.
right? The spell has a range of 60 feet, so I'm within 60 feet of the pile.
Mhm.
And then it fires an object in a straight line.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna fucking find a piece of armor that's like within a
Yeah, yeah.
straight line.
There's
fucking,
like a breastplate. There is like shields.
Sure.
Yeah, exactly.
let's
I think
let's
the target
fucking
has to be
Captain
60
America.
feet. You have to go run
Huh?
over and pick the piece of armor, but the target can
You
be
don't-
within 60 feet.
No, you don't have to pick up the piece of armor. The target can do within 90 feet.
Oh
He
shit!
can target
Awesome.
anything within that radius and then use
So
catapult.
what it says is so choose an object weighing 1 to 5 pounds within range that isn't being worn or carried. It flies in a straight line up to 90 feet. Right, the object within range. The range is 60 feet.
Oh, sick.
So 1 to 5 pounds would be a mace, and you see a mace on the ground.
Cool. So I'll target the mace, and I will fucking attempt to fling the mace catapult
That's great.
at this guy, right? So you have to make, target has to make I'm gonna cast a spell.
Dexterity save.
So target has to make a dex save.
Okay. It's gonna be an 18.
What are you saving against here?
He saves. He's saving against your shit.
Well, no, I meant like, what's the
8 plus
challenge
your
rating?
proficiency,
Yeah, so
8 plus proficiency?
8
plus
plus
your
proficiency
modifier.
plus your intellect.
Let's see.
But it's not going to be 18. I can tell you that much.
No, fuck no, it's not going to be 18.
So we saved. But I think
yeah,
you
'cause
were
it
on the
would
right track.
Proficiency of 3, right? So 11 plus your ability modifier. What do you have? Like a plus 4, plus 5?
I have,
Plus 4.
yeah, I have plus 4 int. Yep.
So
And then
4 plus
proficiency is
3
3 right now for all of us.
So 15. Your spell save DC would be 15, which he
Yeah.
saves.
Okay. No worries. Just wondering. Okay, that is my turn. Let's see.
Oh, that's like an all or nothing. There's no like half damage. Damn.
Wait, hold on a second. It says on a failed save, the object strikes the target and stops moving. When the object strikes something, the object in... Oh, okay. Yeah, failed save.
On a
Just
failed
stops midair. Yeah. Alright.
Cool. Alrighty, Zen.
You're muted.
All right, so I'm gonna drop my spear and whip out my quarterstaff. Do beat on this guy old school.
Oh yeah.
Beat on him old school.
Donatello coming
Beating.
to work. So target him. Quarterstaff time. I'm gonna do one-handed. Still
How do you have a
rocking the shield.
glaive, a javelin, a quarterstaff, a spear, and a lance all on your guy at the same time?
Well, technically, he's supposed to have a pack.
Because I'm a martial. I'm a martial fighter. I mean, I'm a martial character. I got my weapons.
You're carrying so many weapons.
Dude, he's
They're all
just a straight
sticks.
badass.
They're literally all sticks. They fit in a little bundle.
Bundle of
I got my bundle of
fags.
sticks, dude.
I got a bundle of sticks. A lance, a spear, a quarter. They don't take up that much room. They're just sticks. I'm a polearm master. So
You know how to work the pole, you know what I'm saying?
fucking know it.
Arm.
And they're all cheap as fuck, so you know, our starting gold paid for it all.
It would be pretty funny though. He's walking around with like 3 or 4 different pole arms. He like fucking knocking shit off tables and stuff.
5th edition is just ridiculous.
Alright, so I'm gonna attack with advantage. Ugh, that's a miss. I'm gonna attack with advantage again. Oh, that's a hit. I'm gonna damage his ass. Yeah, I'll use... I guess I'm not gonna smite because that's not bludgeoning, so I'll just regular hit. I'll rock
Bing.
7, and then I will do a bonus action polearm master.
So-
Second attack.
We weren't really doing weight because before it was never a problem. But if you guys are trying to be a carrying arsenal, you need to pick 2 weapons, and those are the weapons you're carrying, right? Because otherwise we have to start doing weight. I really don't want to do that. But per rules, switching between 2 weapons is great. If you're carrying 5 weapons on you, that makes no fucking sense because you're also dodging, you're also rolling around, you're also climbing, you're all doing the stuff. It's like, I get it's high fantasy and you're not really supposed to care about weight, but not when you just have all the weapons available at all times. That's not.
I mean,
cool.
I don't
That's
care about
not-
weight because I've got +5 to strength. Quarterstaff
They're
weighs
cumbersome.
4,
They're
spear weighs
cumbersome.
3, lance weighs 6, glaive weighs 6.
Don't you think they're cumbersome?
I'm saying no. You bundle them all together. They're like a bundle of sticks.
Alright,
That's
fine.
not
I'm not gonna
cumbersome.
be able to convince you that that's
Is a
not
quiver of arrows
silly or
cumbersome?
broken, but okay, sounds good.
Is
If
a
you
quiver of
feel that's
arrows
totally
cumbersome?
fine for you guys to run around with a bundle of weapons at your disposal at all times, and you don't see a problem with it, and it's not game breaking for you, I'm not gonna stop you.
Okay. Can we get this worked out real quick? Because I think the premise of his character is that he has a mount, right? Could he not have, say, some of these pole arms strapped on the side of his mount, and maybe he can carry a certain number of them at any one time, and maybe
Yeah,
swap
two.
them out to his
Swapping
mount?
between two weapons sounds
Like,
great. Any two weapons.
So
But
the
any
lance
more
would
than
stay
that,
with
it
my
gets
steed.
ridiculous.
So I've got fine steed. So I've got my steed. The lance basically stays with the steed.
That sounds great. I'm not saying you can't have access to them, just not at all times immediately, right? Pick two. That's what you're carrying around with you. Right now,
So I can't.
you went through a tiny little hole. Did the horse come with you?
No. We hadn't even
Okay.
talked about the horse.
I
I
know
mean,
because we never really had an issue. You guys usually just carry the one weapon, but now it's like, oh yeah, I got access to 5 weapons at any one time. It's like, what?
I didn't know that was an issue.
I didn't know it was an
Um,
issue too. That's why we're trying to talk it out. Anyways, we'll address it later. Sounds great. You have it. Go ahead.
hmm.
So you missed
Okay.
once and you hit again. Great. Quarterstaff did 7 damage. Awesome. He's gonna
Polearm
take 7.
master bonus attack.
Okay.
Oh. How's he gonna do me like that? All right. Well, that's my turn, I guess.
Get Trock. You're right.
Could.
okay. I will attempt to.
Shit. Fucking rolls. Damn.
That's
With
all
it-
right. I mean,
Jesus
it
Christ.
goes.
So you already have advantage on him. If I push him prone, then any ranged attacks are at disadvantage,
Disadvantage.
right? So that's not necessarily good. The only reason for me to push him prone would be to make him have disadvantage against me.
Well,
I think-
plus then I would get advantage on him, right?
And so would you.
Yes.
Should be good.
Oh, okay. I'll use my action to attempt to push him down. So now I will just, as I am grappled with him and grunting and raging, I will tell him to sit and attempt to push him to the ground.
Okay. He rolled a 5, so he failed.
Right, and this will be an athletic.
I mean, there's
At
probably no way
advantage.
that you can roll lower than
I
that.
don't know.
Rolling that one.
I guess so. Well, 28 beats a 5 by a lot. So he
Sweet.
is
He just
gonna-
crumples to the ground. Like it's
well,
nothing.
he's like, yeah, exactly. So he's prone.
Okay. Then I will action surge and do an attack on him. All right. To start off my turn, right? There was a D4 of bludgeoning damage. Oh, 4.
Great.
Right, and then I will go in here and I will.
He's looking pretty hurt, by the way.
Cool. We will burn the action surge, right? We will attack him. Right. Oh, I must target. Whoops. Sorry. T. And then we will do an attack at advantage because he is now prone.
Hits.
Awesome. We will roll damage.
Oh.
Um,
And then
and then
plus
2
your-
damage from raging, I believe. Yeah, because that's not factored in.
so that's 12 plus 2 is 14. He had 13 left. What does it look like when you kill him?
So I just push him to the ground, and then while he's on the ground, I smash. Like at this point, I imagine
Oh.
my hands are like little anvils in themselves,
Right.
and I just smush, and basically break the bones apart. Whatever was binding the bones together lets go, and they just turn into a pile of bones on the ground.
Sweet. So tearing it apart, and as you sever the spinal cord and the head, you see that the magic that was holding this thing together finally cannot take any more punishment from the bludgeoning and the cracking of the skeleton itself, that you were able to just tear it apart, and it crumples onto the ground, lifeless, as it just kind of, the bones start to scatter where they're no longer connected together by magic, and now they're just free falling and they just scatter like, like dice. And for the moment, the place is once again silent. The water is flowing on the ground, reflecting in the pool. You see your friends over at the rope, waiting for the go ahead. Everyone else is standing around, panting from the combat.
Hey, I turn around, I look at everybody, and I give a big smile, and then I point down, right, because his armor was still in good shape, right? He was decayed as a skeleton, but he not wearing like metal armor and
So he's
etc.
wearing this giant Grecian armor, but you can see it's fused to the skeleton itself. Like it's one and the same. As in, it don't treat it as separate armor. Treat it as one thing, and you've killed that thing.
Okay.
So you guys will not be able to wear the armor. Nor is
Aw.
the shield. It's like fused, and so is the weapon. So
I
these are
just
not
remember
something
him
that you can
having shiny
retrieve.
boots, nice boots.
Yeah, unfortunately, you're not going to be able to scavenge this creature for their items, because the items are the
That's
creature.
fine. That's fine.
You
All
want to
right.
melt them down? One
My
big
my rage will subside, and I'm gonna return back to normal size.
Great.
Can I inspect this altar?
Yeah. That dais was just a dais that had the vase spinning on top of it. You can see it's got some like water flowing designs, but they seem to be artistic. Doesn't seem to say anything. Just
on the
behind the
Okay.
dais
on
is
the
that
dais.
mural of the two Vasi's tears behind.
I meant like this the statue of this chick.
Oh, yeah, so the statue of the chick is basically looks very similar to kind of the lady that you saw in the water, but as you see a female human, you can see that her hair is flowing through her hands, and she's kind of holding them out like that.
So it doesn't look like Vasi.
It does look like Vasi, yes. It's a statue to Vasi. It's just a human female.
I'm gonna ask if you can bring that like vase over here real quick. I want to pour one out for the homies on this altar, just to see what happens. Dagger, you've got the vase, right? I think he's muted.
Yeah, he's muted.
Yeah.
Double muted.
Hey, Sean, you're muted.
Oh,
Yeah,
there we go.
he has a lot of issues with audio visual stuff.
Nope, muted.
So, in chat I posted it. So the picture of the female looks a lot like the picture of the mural. So that same kind of female. So the same kind of representation of Vasi, the same flowing hair.
There we go.
So you
Muted
can
now.
tell that it's no.
No, you're
Unmuted.
good.
Yeah, my mic wasn't all the way plugged in. Ha! Yeah, I give you the vase.
All right. I want to try and reenact that and like pour it out in front of her and just see what happens.
Okay. So there is no water in it. You sense that you need to attune to this item in order for it to have magical properties.
Can I attune to it, or does that take a rest?
You cuddle with
No, it
it
does
all
not
night
take a
long.
rest. It just takes one of your attunement slots and like a couple seconds. It's just
All
more of
right.
an intent. Like I intend to attune to it, and then it does it.
And it's something where, like, if you were, say, in combat, you could not attune to something.
Yes,
That
You see
could.
the
Yeah.
it's
D&D
just a thing
movie?
that
It's
you
like
can't
that.
attune to something in combat.
So,
So as you attune to it, you feel it like kind of energized with energy, with arcane energy, and then you start to feel it fill up with water at the
Energizes with
bottom
energy.
slowly,
nice.
and it's starting to fill up really, really quickly, and almost in a matter of seconds, it's full up to the top.
I'll pour it out for the
Do-
on this altar.
does it get heavier when this happens?
Yes, Absolutely. It functions just like a pitcher would, filling with water.
It is real water.
Well,
As
I
it
mean, that
pours
was a
out,
pretty big
it's
picture. Like that kitty cat can't carry that shit no more.
yeah, big
Kitty
like
cat
this.
can't
So
carry
it
that?
is heavy.
I don't play on it.
And as you pour it out, it's fresh water and it spills on the ground and it splashes. But other than that, doesn't seem to. Not much else is
Too
happening.
bad.
Oh,
Too bad. So sad.
we tried.
But I think we have an
We could
idea
probably
of what
get-
it takes to get into those closed doors now.
Let's head
Yeah.
back to RULTMOORK, boys.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's maybe head to town and did
Can we search the pile of bones for treasure? Did we already do that?
No, we didn't.
that it was decayed, all old decayed stuff, so non-magic.
Well, he said
right?
that the armor and stuff was in good condition, but the bones and stuff were all obviously
I did not say it
decayed.
was in condition. I said it was.
Oh.
I said it was decaying and.
I was
rusted.
specifically asking if things looked magic, i.e., did anything
right,
in the
right.
pile look to be new?
Nothing of
Well,
importance.
you're standing on top of it. You see that there is scattered remains, and there might be something underneath the bones.
Let's
We
search
just-
it.
Once again, the distance from which you're asking things depends on what my answer is, right? If you're like across the room, is there
Let's get
anything?
all up
I'm
in
gonna
those
give you very limited. But if you're
bones,
like, I am
dog.
looking at it, that's gonna be different, right?
Yeah, I'm right on
When you
top
of
asked,
it.
you were far away from it.
Can we jump the bones?
Oh.
For
When
lack of
we
better
swim through the pile of bones like Scrooge McDuck, sorting for treasure.
Yes.
yes.
And treasure you do find. I'm going to post it in chat. Give me just a second.
Yeah, you're.
Yeah. We like loot, dude.
I know you do. And loot you shall have. It's just once again, it's like it's not fair to be like across the room. I ask.
I was
Right,
standing
no,
over
yeah.
the top of it. What do you mean across the
God
room?
dang it, boys.
You were staring at the
Stop
skeleton.
arguing
You
amongst
didn't have
each
time to
others.
really rummage
Dang
through
it,
the
We
Bobby.
did the thing.
No. I walked up and I looked at the pile before I even engaged the skeleton, right? That was the very first thing I did.
Okay, you kick your feet around and you find a little sack, right? So which was obscured because the rib cage was covering it. You like that?
Hey,
Cool.
There you go.
another thing I'd like to remind you guys is I have detect magic, so I can also detect magic and walk around the whole area,
Yeah, dude, it's a
Can
ritual.
try to.
Fucking do that every 10
sense
minutes.
anything.
All right. So in RULTMOORK chat, I posted the loot that you find through scavenging through these bodies
Buddies.
Oh, in Discord?
in Discord.
Yeah.
Yes. So it looks like there's a black velvet mask stitched with silver thread. That might be worth something. Cloth of gold vestments, copper chalice with silver filigree. But then it looks to be there's also some kind of potions and there's a spell scroll and an elixir of some type.
Ooh,
I
A
called dibs
spell,
on the
a
mask.
scroll.
And the potions and the spell scroll seem magical. Everything else isn't.
Can I? Where the fuck's the chat, huh?
Discord.
I'm looking
Immolation.
at it.
Oh.
Black
Roll
velvet
more chat.
mask. Oh, it's
Scroll
just a
down.
freaking item. Potion of clairvoyance, elixir of health.
Dude, we got a potion of invulnerability. Oh shit.
Nice.
For 1 minute makes you resistant to all damage. And there's a spell scroll of immolation, 5th level.
Immolation.
Chat or more chat?
It sounds like a wizard thing.
Yes. So if you
Well,
don't
no.
have that spell, you can spend time to try and scribe it if you have the ability to scribe 5th level spells.
Dennis, you said RULTMOORK chat?
Yeah, bro.
Discord.
In Discord.
I'm looking at Discord,
RULTMOORK.
but the RULTMOORK
chat.
chat.
You want me to come over there and show you?
The... Oh, I see what you're saying.
Okay.
The thing that says more chat.
Yeah, it's just they're only written out. The fuck is this?
What did you-
Readings
What?
and writings. Are we sure?
I don't like to
Dennis, we
read,
need
man.
Guy-
we need all loot in
Show me
video
pictures.
format. I need you to do like a whole video breakdown of each item.
Yes, 3D
I do want
sprites
you
for
to do
everything.
Oh god.
Um,
We
Words.
need a,
Alright,
a different gift for each piece of gold.
My intel is 20, but I don't read good.
use the restroom.
Maybe.
And then...
Oh,
He's just
Maybe
role
it's
playing.
20.
Definitely role playing.
So should we just divide up the gold stuff evenly.
What's up with the? So fuck is a potion of clairvoyance?
Gives you clairvoyance for a minute or something. Who knows?
And what is rolled 30?
He rolled for loot, so it was off
Hmm.
some kind of table, right? And he
Hmm.
rolled, and those were his rolls, and that's why that loot is there.
Reroll. Why the fuck was it a reroll?
2 of the same number.
Maybe. Or maybe Dennis was like, oh, I'm not gonna give you that spell.
Yeah, probably. He's probably like, "Fuck that. That's too powerful. You don't get that."
I do. Oh, so I took a Faithful Hound for a 4th level. It lasts for 8 hours, no concentration.
Dude, hound and horse. Let's go.
Is it like a real hound?
It can't be damaged. It's like a spirit hound. It senses everything and it ignores illusions.
That's
And
awesome.
then once per turn, if any enemy hostile within 5 feet of you, it fucking swings at it with your spell casting ability plus a 2 modifier or some shit like that for 3d8. It's great.
What?
Piercing.
Non-concentration?
Non-concentration. 8 hours.
That's
That
okay.
means it's all right. Let's not do very much damage.
3d8.
Okay. What are we doing?
That's cool.
So I guess divide up the loots.
Loot.
So who obviously our wizard's gonna get the spell scroll. Should our barbarian get the potion of invulnerability?
Barbarian or
He doesn't
Pally?
need it.
Or no,
Huh?
the elixir
Maybe
is
we give
Pally.
it to the rogue.
Barbarian or Pally.
Barbarian's got
I
rage,
would-
so he doesn't need it as much.
I would think I
Okay.
don't need it. Yeah.
Okay, give it to the rogue then.
Why would,
I
I
like
hope
that
the,
idea.
the rogue is really evasive and like.
yeah, no, I'm good.
What about Pally?
Pally.
He's the only one that can heal people if he goes down with bone.
Boned.
Yeah.
Boned.
That's
I'm
right.
kind of, he's also kind of frontliney, whatever.
And what if he needs to heal someone else? He doesn't want to waste the heal thing on himself.
Yeah.
Well, it's not the potion of health isn't a healing potion. It just takes away charmed and petrified and a couple other things.
Oh, we're talking about the potion of vulnerability.
Oh, then we probably do want to give it to the
Potion of
barbarian.
vulnerability just gives you resistance to all types of damage for 1 minute. That's all it does.
Okay.
Yeah, that should be on the Pally then, or the monk.
Rage without rage.
Yeah, Pally or monk.
All types
Either
of rage.
or.
Rage against the world.
And it is a ranged monk, right? And a ranged pally, basically. Polar. Okay.
Oh, 10 foot. Yeah.
Yeah, 10 foot.
Well, you want to give it to me? I'll take it.
Well, actually, yeah, because our wizard is a melee wizard. Why wouldn't
Yeah.
we do that?
Yeah. He's gonna shield everything, I bet.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, but it never hurts to have even more protection.
Yeah, well, double condom,
Even
dude.
Safety
more.
first and third.
Double bag.
Double.
Well, who's taken the most damage in the fight so far?
Definitely the barb.
I've definitely taken the most damage. I've also been resistant to most damage that I've taken.
Yeah, he already has resistance.
Somehow,
Just-
dwarf and barbarian turned out to be great for this fucking melee undead campaign. It seems like.
Lots of bones.
Well, there'll be other things.
I'm sure there will be. There's gonna be some spellcasters that are like,
Hmm.
do a charisma fucking check, and I'm gonna roll there for like 6 hours before I get out.
Or maybe this is making up for all the times when you did have to
Mu-
make those.
let's not talk about the last session. I feel like I've been getting dicked
Oh.
on pretty good.
Let's save that for after this one's done.
Yes.
Let's keep
all
it
right.
going.
So we have the loot divided. You guys have it. You can always figure out later. So what are we doing? And the gold, the coinage is 159 gold.
Mm.
So
Man.
that's
We're not gonna worry
31.8
about
gold
the
each.
copper and all that shit. It just sums up to 159 gold pieces. So not a lot of gold, but you have other items that you can pawn and sell. Right? Because it summarizes it up top. It just says 159 gold.
I think we should just agree on the crap that we want to sell. and then sell it, divide
Well,
afterwards.
you're
Yeah.
not where you can sell it right now, right? So, do we have
Right,
to figure
yeah.
all that out in the middle of
No.
this fucking cave, where you don't have
No.
anyone to buy it off
Like
you?
I'm saying, let's just get the fuck out of here.
Let's go.
Isn't
Well,
town?
that's clear.
Wait, hold on. From here is town on the way to Rultmoork, right? Like this
Half a
place
day to
isn't.
Yes.
town. Roltmork is 2 days north. You headed west, so you'd be heading east back to town, and then to Roltmork is 2 days north.
Well, it's a
Okay.
good thing we put a rope in this cave, because if we hadn't and just slid down the thing, would there be any other way out of this cave? Is the question.
Makeshift a grappling hook. And fucking
No,
Is
there,
rope.
no, there was
I
not.
mean, is there like
Get out.
is there a cave? Does it go deeper?
No,
No.
this
No.
is it. Like I said,
It's
there's
a
only
shrine.
one entrance and
Little
exit.
shrine.
Just shrine.
And
they
we
sealed
found
it.
all the loot. We found
Yep.
all the loot.
Let's get the fuck out.
Yep.
Yes.
We could probably get out of here.
You
Let's go
found the
back to town.
murals. You found the item. You've gained some knowledge. You now speak Grekian. Very productive.
Yeah, all kinds of shit now.
All in.
If we're done,
Excellent.
we head
Let's
back.
go. Yeah.
Okay, so we're just climbing up the rope?
Yeah.
Excellent. Alrighty, easy enough. So you climb up the rope and then you emerge back up top where you fought the Medusa. And is the plan just to head back to town?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, easy enough.
Did we
So let's
search
go ahead.
Did we search those ruins thoroughly too?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we did after the Medusa fight. We got all the
Um,
cloaks, all the
What
fucking.
what was the official color of Medusa's dress?
It was blue, wasn't it?
I thought it was periwinkle.
Yeah,
I thought it was
just-
gold. You guys remember that one? Is the dress blue or gold?
I just remember
Oh
being
my
slightly
God.
transparent and functioning as my new loincloth.
Dagger's in timeout for 5 minutes.
I'm sorry. I thought that was a good one.
What is this? Some fucking Disney princess movie or some shit, Sean?
No, it was
No,
some
it
stupid
was during
fucking
COVID.
internet
Let's
bullshit.
focus. So we're
Okay.
going to town. I just need one d20 roll to see if there's an encounter on the way, so we can get to somewhere.
Oh god.
Mother
So somebody
God.
roll a d20, please.
Not me.
Not it.
All right, 10. Half a day's travel takes you through the night, and you arrive back at the Wayward Inn in the early hours of the morning, sunrise. So just before sunrise, you arrive back in the town.
So we're good. Nothing happens.
But yes, 10 was no encounters, easy enough to travel back. So you arrive. Now you have the ability to rest up a little bit, take your long rest, sell the items that you want to sell. Basically, it's converted into gold, and then yeah, what would you like to do? So let's just say that happened, right? Is there anything that you guys want to get before we head somewhere else, or something you want to do?
Yes, we would like to buy. 'Cause at this point, we have hopefully the means to enter, and we're going to be in there for a bit. So we're gonna load up. I heard word that we had some kind of pack animal to load down with supplies.
So yeah, I've got this fine steed spell.
Okay. Horse.
Been
Got it.
meaning to bring it up for a long time, but
Climb upon my
Yes.
faithful steed.
What is your horse's name?
oh,
Nice.
Damn it,
um,
Chris! You
Having
had 2
Preston
weeks.
come up with names is my favorite minigame. It seems to be the best.
uh,
Oh.
Lil said
Dude, it's just so that when he kills it, you feel more connected
bad,
to the
yeah.
horse.
Yeah, exactly. You get-
Lil Zay,
what is it?
Oh damn!
Lil
That's a
Zed,
throwback, bro.
Lil Zed,
Lil Zed or Lil Zay, like fucking City of God.
exactly. Like City of God, but it's Lil Zed.
Okay,
Okay.
great.
Lil
Alrighty,
Zay
Lil Zed it is.
fucking ruthless.
It's an unusually intelligent, strong, and loyal steed.
Okay, sweet. So you rest up. Now you have, let's say, the day to do whatever you like, or if you want to leave, just what do you want to do? But you have your long rest, so you can click on your character sheets and toggle long rest.
Long rest.
I'd like to go. I'd like to go to the alchemist in town and refresh all of the materials I need for my spell casting. All
Okay,
the
there's a general store. The general store has supplies for like first and second level kind of mundane stuff. And then there's traveling merchants that come through town that have like the higher end stuff. But shouldn't be no problem.
Okay.
What,
How much
what are you
total
look-
gold am I spending on?
What are you looking for?
You know,
Yeah, it
like
just
Eye of
depends.
Newt and Leg of Toad or whatever. Like fucking all the material shit, you know.
If it's mundane, if
It's
it
always
doesn't
like
have a
it's always like
cost,
a cricket leg or some shit.
yeah,
you know,
yeah, yeah.
like-
As long as it doesn't have a cost, like an actual gold point cost, you just have those. It's fine.
Right, like an amethyst or something.
Right. If it has
I'll
a
look through
gold cost, then that's a little different.
I'll look through and make sure.
Yeah.
I don't have anything like that.
So what's up with these traveling merchants that have higher end items?
They don't have higher end items. I was just
Oh.
trying to make a way to make sense that he would be able to refill his very specific spell pouch components. Shanti.
I'm just checking.
You guys are deep out in the sticks, so no one's gonna come through with a magic item that you know of.
Oh damn.
Is there?
But there is a dungeon that usually contains loot, so.
Are you talking about RULTMOORK or talking about another dungeon?
Sure,
Are we-
we've had
are we
one
playing
dungeon,
RULTMOORK
but what
right
about second dungeon?
Yeah.
Think he knows about the third dungeon?
Just wondering.
After this Wiltmore that we haven't entered yet.
What's
Oh,
the easiest way I can
We're on
get a
like
magic
session
item?
5.
DM?
We haven't
Just
gotten
tell
into the
me.
dungeon.
Yeah.
Is there a cobbler?
Let's
in
go.
town?
So, the town has a weaponsmith or a smithy.
Needs a new shoe.
It has one tavern. It has a general store. It has an inn. It has a temple to Vasi and an outhouse. That is it.
No cobbler.
Can I go to the tavern and see if my friends have heard anything?
Sure. What are you specifically referring to?
Yeah, what
So the other
friends?
Bloom
So-
Company banner members are hanging out. They've been in town, while you guys have been out. They've been holding down the fort. What are you specifically referring to?
Well, there were those locals that I bought a beer for.
They told
farmers?
them.
And
They
then-
told them about this temple that was exposed.
Yeah, and then they said if they heard anything else, they'd let me know. So I just wanted to go check in with them.
Oh, they said not much else has happened. But they're excited to know if you guys have traveled to the exposed temple to Vasi from the water receiving and what happened. So they kind of want to hear a tall tale.
Yeah, we could. Do you guys think we should regale them with the story?
Yeah, you have the vase, right, with water in it,
Yeah,
and
I'll
So
pull-
maybe showing this priceless like religious artifact off in a bar is not the best look.
I don't know.
Someone might,
Mr. Wise Guy.
Oh,
take offense.
we'll just give them.
There are people here that worship that god, and we
There is
don't
a
want to
shrine to
seem.
Vasi. I mean, you've interacted with him, the little halfling.
We don't want to seem like disingenuous.
Well, we could
We're-
give them a vague story where we talk about fighting a Medusa.
And then we
They-
killed the
they're-
guardian.
Yeah.
Still
Yeah,
to
we
this day.
might want to leave out that part.
Killed the guardian of your shrine that you guys worship.
Yeah, let's just
We could tell them that the
let's just get
shrine
our
is safe to
shit.
visit.
let's just get our shit and get into the dungeon.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm with that.
You don't want to RP a little bit?
I mean, I'm looking. If
I'm
anybody's
RPing right now. My character wants to go into the dungeon.
Well, okay, we should at least stop by the temple, and pour that guy a glass of water from Vossi's vase because he seems like he's all about it.
the other thing is
Face-to-face.
whoever has the artifact at the moment.
Face to the face.
Whoever has
So
the art-
you can make it so the water inside the amphora of restoration, the official name
Mhm.
I know.
right, for this item that was told to you, which is why you know it. You can make it to where the water doesn't refill because you're attuned to it. It's at will, right? So you can at will have it fill up, and then you can empty it so it's lighter, and then you just like intuitively just will it not to fill up with water, and it doesn't. so it's kind of easier to manipulate. So you do know that you can have water on demand if you wish.
Dude, Willie is RULTMOORK Jesus right now. You can make
And
water
then
anytime.
Ribadel,
Crap, Jesus.
the old halfling that runs the inn and is the priest to Vasi in here, is kind of putting about, kind of moving stuff from the general store back into the inn, and he's crossing the street and he sees you. Hello. Good to see you again. Hopefully your adventures are going well.
Yes, the temple is safe to revisit. The temple at the lake.
Wonderful. Well, I hope you did not encounter any scary monsters. Hopefully everything went smoothly.
Nothing we couldn't handle, but we did find an artifact that an old priestess
An
told us.
artifact.
Yes,
An artifact of Vasi?
yes.
He kind of looks around. He's like, "Well, please, join me in the temple. Come on!" And he like huddles over. He like drops the sack he was carrying. And he huddles over into the temple, and he opens the door, and he's like, "Come!" And he's like looking around, making sure that no one's watching.
Yeah. I'll ask him if he has a glass or a chalice or anything.
Sure. And he gets to the back, and he basically has these kind of silver polished chalices that he uses in ceremony. That he gets one out, and he's like, "Oh, what this?"
Yeah, and I'll take the amphora of restoration, and I'll fill the chalice with magical water, and I'll tell him
You
this
see his
is.
eyes grow wide, and he's like murmuring a little bit, and he's like drops down on his knees, and he says, "Oh my goodness! This sick!" Oh, he's like tries to touch it, but like he's like, "Oh yes, oh my prayers have been answered. Vasi is still here. Oh my goodness, and the artifacts do still work. Praise to her, praise to Vasi." Oh, he said, hold on," and he shuffles back into the back, and he brings out that same scroll, that like tattered, messed up scroll that he had, that he kind of recited, and he's like, "Oh, I wonder if something magical will happen if I recite this and look over that." And then Simon, you know that you would be able to read this thing because it's in Grecian, so you'd be able to read the scroll itself, which before you couldn't.
What's he read?
You're muted. KY.
KY, be muted.
He's even here.
He's taking shit right now. He doesn't want us to hear it.
No, sorry.
But he
So I will. You guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking grasp the priest by the shoulder and say, "Allow me," and I will.
Are you
grab the.
You speak Grecian? That changed.
I will grab the scroll from his hand. Right.
Okay. So go ahead and give me an intelligence. Yes, and then this will be just straight intelligence with advantage.
All right. Give me a second. Intelligence with advantage.
Intelligence with advantage.
All right, 1 second. This is just me trying to read the
This is
Grecian
yes.
scroll.
Yeah. But it's also
I can't just automatically read it because I know the language.
just fucking roll, man. Some cool stuff might
I
happen
know.
if you roll high. What
Just-
the fuck?
All right, fair enough. Fair
This is
enough.
D&D. When the DM asks you to roll, just roll the dice.
All right. I'm gonna roll intelligence with advantage. Here we go. Come on, website. Int. Ability check, yeah.
Yes.
Well, didn't roll that high.
11. You cleared the 10, which is what you needed, because this is kind of obvious, but it could have, once again, playing D&D, so there's always a chance. But obvious enough to you. You see that this parchment does what looks like contains a prayer to Vasi. However, you see a mistake. One of the symbols, it's like the T isn't crossed and the I isn't dotted, right? In two places. So you see that it's incomplete, almost like missing something. And because you're so fluent, it's like, oh, well, that's weird. That's like, this isn't That's not how you would write this symbol. That's not how you write that symbol.
Mm-hmm. But I can't glean anything from that.
No, it's you reading it. It contains a prayer. You know what the prayer says. In addition, you spot that there's a mistake in two places. Two of the symbols are incomplete or written
So
wrong.
he's been like saying it wrong the whole time, or it hasn't been, pronounced correctly, right? There's mistakes, but you
Yes.
realize the correction.
Do I pronounce it correctly? Do I recite it?
Yeah. So you can recite it correctly now that you know those
I
mistakes. But you
I
do know
will
that
recite it.
as it's written, it is not correct. So
No,
you
I
should
want
call
to
it so.
recite it.
But that's fine.
I want to recite
Yes.
it correctly.
So as you recite it correctly, out loud, you recite the prayer of Vasi, right? Follow her weave, squelched by her stride, quench the thirst. She is the guide, a mistress of the waves, nourishes all lands, shelters us within our hands from the cradle of our graves. We obey, or you will sublime through the all mist of time. And as you finish the last word, the amphora glows a little bit more and shakes with arcane energy and then subsides, and you feel that it's more activated somehow. It's ascended more. It's got invigorated, as if the prayer and the amphora are two halves of a whole.
Hmm.
Oh.
Ooh.
Well, good.
Gone to Super Saiyan level 2, dude.
Can
All
I
right, we leveled up the urn.
can I try
Or
pouring
the
water out of the supercharged urn to see what happens?
Yeah, so it seems now, as a magical item, the urn has some properties that it didn't have before.
Ooh, yeah.
Sweet.
Give me a moment.
can I detect magic? Are we gonna? Did we just long rest, or are we going to long rest?
We just did.
Yeah, we just did.
And detect magic is a ritual. It takes 10 minutes to cast, and it does not use the spell slot.
I
So
think we
this
know it's
seems to
magic.
be what it can do now. And it has charges. It requires attunement.
Whoa.
And it has 11 charges that replenish at dawn.
Gush forth.
This is the description of the item, and that's the ability.
Oh,
That
it becomes a water cannon?
Super soaker.
Fucking.
Soak that hub.
That's pretty sweet.
I bless thee. Hupsh.
Dude, sick. We have this item in my other campaign. I use it every single day.
Water.
Decanter of endless water. Dude, I use it every fucking time I can.
Pretty sick.
Let's go super Squirtle mode.
So yeah. And the priest once again is down on his knees and he's praying. He's like, "Oh, blessed Vasi, thank you so much for blessing these adventurers with your mercy. They now see, they now know your greatness. They shall carry your wisdom with them." Right?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Great, great. Well, maybe now you can finally get into Roldmark and see what other treasures and maybe Vasi's still down there. Maybe she still lives. Maybe this is the reason why she has not answered my prayers for all these years. Maybe she's trapped in there. Maybe you can free her. Oh, great adventurers, please, please free Vasi. She needs you. You must travel. You must overcome. Please, I implore you. You can stay for free as long as you can move in if you like. You can marry my
Ooh.
daughters. Just anything. Please
Wow.
free Vasi.
Jesus Christ.
What
It's really giving it all up, huh?
supplies can you provide us for the road?
Well, you've everything you've seen already in town, besides a blessing from Vasi and free accommodations if you return with more news. If you're actually able to penetrate, I mean, I do have to turn a profit,
Oh,
and this blue company has been the most business I've had, and we are poor folk, and so gotta make ends meet and stuff. But I am forever grateful for you sharing this information with me. So do you happen to know why Vasi has not answered my prayers for all these years, even though I've recited the scroll?
There is a problem with stagnation in the lands, and the
Yeah.
two. Wait, let me get the proper words.
Well, the guy was also saying it wrong the entire time, so maybe that's the reason.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a skill
there's
issue on your part, dude.
a couple typos here.
What?
And I point out the typos.
Inconceivable! How could that have happened? This was passed down through generations. Where are these mistakes? Please,
No.
please. Do you think you can? Do you think you can fix them? I mean, you seem to be of arcane knowledge. Do you have a quill and ink to fix this? So maybe I can finally bring the word of Vasi to this holy place.
Absolutely. You scratch our back, we'll scratch yours. When we come back safely, I'll fix it for you.
That's a deal. And he extends his hand and says, "Next night's stay is on the house, and breakfast. I shall whip up some hens and some eggs, and maybe even slice of meat. I'll see what I can have in the back."
I clap him on the back. I say, "Daughters, ha ha ha."
He kind of realizes what he offered. He's like, "Well, if Vasi is freed, of course. They are still young, although they'll be ready for marriage to suitable warriors. Uh, uh, Dorgar, you are. I assume we've never had your type before. I heard your
I,
type like
I, I,
the.
I look down at him and I smile and I say, "Nice boots."
He looks down at his boots, and they're kind of ragged old boots. Like, you want my boots? Here,
Eh,
take them. And he starts like taking them off. And as he takes the first one, it's like, and the second one, he's like,
Whoa.
here, take the boots. And they're small halfling boots that would be like, fit like little children's in your.
I
Yeah,
hold them up
so-
next to my giant feet and I just kind of laugh and hand them back to him.
"Huh, an odd fella, huh?" And he kind of like puts him on top. "Well, a mighty warrior, I'm sure. You don't wear much around these parts, but I'm sure that's a custom where you come from. I don't mean to pry." And he says, "Well, this is so exciting."
I notice him admiring my loincloth. I give him
He's
a
trying
wink.
not to stare, but yeah, it's a little uncomfortable for him. So, we are standing in the Temple of Vasi. We have an ascendant and for a restoration. We now know that it seems like the prayer is very important. Simon has heard the prayer and has read the prayer, but it would take a few more times of reading it to memorize it, Simon.
Can I use my painter's tools to write down the prayer?
Yes. Yeah,
All
you can
right.
take the time to go ahead and do that if you have some like parchment or something like that.
Yeah. Or I can buy some.
Okay.
Might have some.
All right.
So I'll write it. Try and copy it from the thing, from the sheet with the wizard's help, and
Okay.
then
Yeah,
I'll
you don't speak Rekian, so you're just copying like pictures, right? Like images,
and
like
yeah,
transcribing it,
and
but you
then
have no idea what it says or the kind of the meaning behind it.
and then I'll ask for a translation again, so I can translate it into something I can say.
Okay. Yeah, Simon, you're muted. I don't know if you're trying to talk, but yeah, easy enough. So you guys can take a little bit to study it, to kind of get a little bit of more of like, oh, this is what this word means, this is what that would mean, but it takes time. But basically, the one that speaks Greek can just memorize it after a few more attempts,
Well,
or can write it
yeah,
down.
I mean, I'll try to memorize it, obviously. Also, though, I will jot it down in my notebook, in my notepad.
Ew.
Okay.
I got a whole thing going
Got notes.
for this adventure.
Great. So
I mean, theoretically.
Your character has
yeah,
notes,
absolutely.
yes.
So you transfer it correctly to your notepad. Great. You now have
And then
a
I can
sacred
study it
prayer
on my
Vasi.
own time.
Yes, absolutely. So you have sacred prayer Vasi, and then Caravaggio, you have like a kind of a painted version of the same thing. So you have the 2 places. Great.
Cool.
Alrighty, it's about midday now. You know that it's a 2 days journey to RULTMOORK. If you leave now, it would kind of you'd be arriving.
get a-
you know.
Let's get a bunch
2
of
days'
provisions
time.
and bounce.
Okay. You get provisions. You are ready to leave. So let's say it's the next day. Let's say it's dawn, right? So you can basically time it to where you arrive in RULTMOORK midday with the 2 days travel. Now, question is, where are we headed? Are we headed to the bottom entrance or to the top? The bottom entrance does not require requires so the weather has been getting worse, and you guys know this. You see it's kind of like windy and more rainy, and it's just worse than it was last time. So the travel to the bottom entrance is going to only require 1 constitution roll. To travel to the top over the mountain is going to require 2.
Oh boy.
Let's see if we can get in the bottom.
But we
Bottoms
don't know
up.
the answer to the riddle for the bottom.
Yeah, we've got a few things we can try.
Do any of you guys
We've
have
got-
any ideas?
We've got that sloshy rock. We've got the magic water.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the answer to the riddle.
Water's
Yeah,
the
those
key.
could be the answer to the riddle.
The bottom door was it and a slight push. That was the key
Yes.
thing I took away from it.
Water.
Axes
And-
and
you said
swords
water's the
will
key?
not help you through. So axes and swords will not help you through. Yet it and a little push will do. Some in the fort would have fought and soon died, were it not close at hand to let them
To
inside.
let them inside. What lets you inside? You know, the key.
And I
Well,
have
something was close at hand.
Actually, that's a very good point. A key, but we
Right.
do not have a key.
well, not
Water is
necessarily.
the key.
Water's the
Have you guys not
key.
been listening to
No,
me or what?
Yeah.
water's the answer, but water's the answer to the top riddle. Are they both the same answer?
Well,
The
we
answer
have
to
the
top
sloshy
riddle
gem,
is
guys.
water. The bottom one is key. So I don't know. Do
The
what you will.
sloshy gem that is water but a gem could also be a key. That's my thinking.
Are we headed to the top or to the bottom?
Well, I think the bottom is on the way to the top, is it not?
Is it? I don't
No,
think
we'll
so.
have to-
So okay.
No, it's not.
Hey,
It's not.
Hey, if we were to go from the bottom to the top, we'd still have to make 2 additional contra, right?
So here's the journey from the town to the bottom is 1 Constitution saving throw because you're walking along the same kind of level but through a valley, but the weather is kind of getting bad, right? So you have
Sure.
1 con save. So that's just straight shot along the valley. To go to the top, you follow along the same path and then you start heading up the mountain, and then you have 2 Constitution because 1 kind of for halfway through and 1 to the up. To get from the bottom to the top, you backtrack and then you ascend.
So
Right?
you'd still
So
get
either
only
this
you'd
way,
only have 1 additional one to
that
do.
way. Yes. So if you went from the bottom back up to the top, is only 1.
Oh yeah, then we should go to the bottom first. That's a no-brainer.
Yeah, top's gonna be 2 either way.
But that's if
Yeah,
we can
top's
figure
2
out how to
either way.
get through the door.
Well,
Worst case
okay.
scenario, we could
Let-
come back to
you're-
town and
Whatever argument you want to make is fine, but I would think that if we can enter through the bottom, we would rather enter through the bottom than enter all the way up top. That is
Yeah.
quite a trek and across that bridge. And
I mean, it's easier fighting downhill than it is fighting uphill.
here's the other thing. You guys keep harping on me for checking this guy off. If we're going to have to find him for some reason,
Oh,
it would be better if we were on the bottom.
I think he's a thing in the past. Yeah, I'm down for bottom.
I don't think he was
I'll-
important, but you know.
All bottoms.
Bottom for,
well,
bottom
the
for
thing he's
sure.
carrying was important.
Yeah, it sounds like we do need that tier, and another tier somewhere else. That's eventually, but I'm not worried.
Should we
about
go
that guy.
search for him?
The question. Let's go try to get into the bottom door.
Yeah, let's go to the bottom door.
Well, let me ask this: should we go search for that guy to get the tier before we try and get in? Because we might need that for what happens when we go in.
Sure.
I'll tell you that my character, when he was sensing it and it was putting out all that energy, and the effects that it had up there, I do not want that on my person or around me. That's why I threw it
Also,
off. That
you
is
got to
the feeling
remember
that I got from it.
how high up was that platform, Dennis?
Uh,
That was some sketchy shit.
skyscraper.
1,000 feet,
So,
thousands of
Yeah.
feet.
When something has a trajectory, it accelerates towards the ground, but it doesn't stop moving.
Look at the fancy wizard
horizontally.
learned science, man.
No,
Science.
this is physics, man. So that thing could be like
Duergar, he's speaking
a
gibberish
quarter,
right now. You have no
a quarter
fucking
mile.
clue.
No
away
idea
from the
what
fucking.
he's saying. I look at him and I go, yes, throw far.
That could be the thing that we need to get into the.
If you want to go find it, that's fine. I like
There's no way to tell where it is.
at the time that I had it in my hands. He said the feeling that I got was of that boggy, swampy, like the smell,
Swamp
the
ass.
essence, the
Swamp
undeath,
ass for sure.
the fact that everything was resurrecting every night and all the things that we saw. I did not want that anything anywhere near me or on me. So, fucking
Yeah, but the anaphora of restoration can get rid of that.
nice theory.
I don't know.
That's true.
That thing was painted on the mural, and they're tears of Vasi. So to me, they're of great importance.
Well, the
but-
tier's not gonna let anyone in or fucking.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying
what I
too.
mean?
Is that we're going to a door.
You don't need a tier and a push. The key is the fucking answer for sure.
But if we want to turn the river back on, and we need to put this in the temple, do we want to have it before we go into the temple?
Well,
Or do
yes,
we
but
just
like I said, there's no way of finding where it is. It must have sailed so far from the fucking thing. It's not like it went straight down.
But we know which direction it got yeeted off on.
Can we
No.
tell from the bottom?
Well, you could see the bridge, so you can tell that if the bridge was north, it got yeeted
Right.
west. So
Yeah.
if you're under the bridge, you can kind of reverse engineer.
I mean,
Okay, so yeah, I guess that's
we
fair.
know the general. I look at the group and I say, "You find, you carry." I'm not carrying that. I did not like
I'll
the
carry
feeling
it.
I got from it.
I'll
Okay,
carry
so
it.
then let's figure out which direction he threw it off of, and then just start marching away from the fucking monument into the woods until we see it in the trees or something.
Well, it is affecting a very large area. I'm pretty sure it won't be that hard to find because instead of like trying to find a little green orb, we need to find like a football field of that of conditions.
Stagnation.
Yeah.
Sure, but like, can we get up to a high point and see it?
I mean,
don't
there's a
know.
lot of what ifs, and you guys are
we'd
2
have
days
to-
away.
Well, why don't we
Either
just
way,
go?
we're going to the bottom of the tower. We're going
Okay,
to the bottom
so
of the
so
tower.
bottom of the tower,
Yeah.
leaving at dawn, traveling for 2 days. So let's go ahead and give me a D20 for encounters, and everybody do Constitution saving throws for the mountain travel.
Okay, I did the D20.
Okay.
Ouch.
9. Great. Noted.
Okay, and then you said it.
Con saves for everybody for the difficult journey and the mountainous terrain through the valley, rarefied air, all that kind of good stuff.
Can we all just be huddled around our trusty paladin?
No, it's stupid. Just
Okay.
do your saves.
But
And
the paladin gives us +4.
Plus
Yeah,
five.
if you're within 10 feet of him, so are you just forever the entire 2
Yeah,
days
it's like
always
that-
huddled against
It's like
them?
Yeah.
that movie.
It's
Not
cold,
happening.
Dennis.
Like that-
Body heat,
Dude,
bro.
really, did you see that movie Self-Reliance?
no,
Where-
what was that?
Dude, it's so good. I think it's on Netflix. It's this comedian, I can't remember his name, but the whole thing is he enrolls himself in this shady international game show where he is being hunted,
Dude, no, let's
But
not.
as long as he's
not
near
hear about
another
this.
person, like within like 5 feet of them or something like that, they can't take him out. So he has to like constantly be next to someone, but like no one wants to hang out with him. So he's just like, I swear I'm part of this thing, and they're like, it's like it gets fucking wild.
But yeah, self-reliance. I couldn't recommend it more highly.
All right.
All right, I'm gonna do con saving throw.
Okay.
Hooray!
So, looks like everyone but Gatrog, failed. So Gatrog,
Wait, what?
What?
No,
Just-
succeeded.
Succeeded.
my bad. Sorry, that's exactly what I meant.
Yeah.
Yes. So, everyone succeeded except
It's
Gatrog
opposite
failed.
day, boys.
So, Gatrog, if you want, you do have a point of inspiration if you want to reroll that, or you will get a level of exhaustion when you arrive.
Sure, I'll attempt to reroll it.
Okay.
So you just want another con
Yeah.
roll. Wow.
Okay.
You don't
just-
have to laugh so giddily, Dennis, when he fails his con saving throw. Like,
Hey, man.
mwah.
I have my fun.
Like,
You guys have yours.
Do you have your
Uh,
pinky in your mouth right now?
No, I'm just trying to figure out how this big bad tough Duergar. Oh, you know what? The weather. It's cold. So it is much more chilly and it's rainy and it's windy. So your cloth that you're basically have
Your
is
loincloth.
My loincloth and my
Yeah,
You've
you're
got
like, but
the
But
shrinkage.
would you ever admit that you're cold around your party members,
No.
or you just suffer? Yeah,
I would
so
just
that's what it
suffer.
is. You just suffer. That's what the exhaustion is. So the exhaustion comes from you just like, but no one can tell. So you get 1 level of exhaustion, disadvantage on ability checks. So we arrive 2 days later with seemingly no encounters, besides just a few sparse, creatures off in the distance. You see some bald eagles flying around, just kind of wild nature. But other than that, you don't meet a single soul, and just very, very rural. So let me go ahead and activate this. So after 2 days of travel, you finally arrive at your destination, bottom of the spire of RULTMOORK. You see it now towering in front of you, and you see the bridge going across, and you now understand what those little ruins on top that you can see mean. It is in front of you now, within view. What would you like to do?
Well, we're gonna start
Well-
searching the base, right? For
Yep.
Ariok or whatever his name was.
Okay, so this would be survival.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, I've got me some survival.
And actually, I need survival, and I also need intelligence to try to use where you would basically 2 rolls combined for a
Right.
DC. So survival to look on the ground for tracks or whatever, but also intelligence to kind of calculate using where he would be yeeted from to kind of see where he would fall. So someone with high intellect and someone
All
with
right, hold
survival.
on.
Some wink, wink, wink.
Intellect and survival.
Yeah, so
All right.
1 person for intellect, 1 person for survival.
So when you're rolling
I'll do
intel,
the intellect.
Hey,
I'll do the intellect.
here's my question: if you're doing the intel check, are you clicking
Oops.
intel at the top, or are you clicking? You're not clicking intel under saving throws, right?
No.
No, he's rolling ability check. He's
Okay.
doing fine. He's just adding 4, so that's a 9. Okay, and then survival.
I got a 16 on survival.
It
Yeah,
says a
there's-
12 plus 1.
What about the guy that actually?
No, oh no, that was when I
Do the-
rolled my
do the intellect
intelligence, because you said both intelligence and survival,
Oh,
so I
I-
just rolled one.
Well, yeah. Well, it's just, I roll all the things, even though it's
Well, we all rolled survival, but Willie
I
got
should
the
have
Yeah,
high.
if you-
specified. It's
yeah, if
only
you- if you s-
it's only ever really 1 roll per check, right? So everybody
Okay.
rolling doesn't do anything because that's not how the game works. It's 1 attempt per thing. Someone can assist to give advantage if it's applicable. In this case, it was not applicable, so it's just 1 roll. So
Well, if you,
because I have
yeah,
a
if you,
bajillion survivals, but I know what the intelligence is because only 1 person rolled.
if you scroll up, my survival
Yeah, yeah.
was 16
I
minus
see
the
it,
top
16,
one.
16, great.
Yeah.
So 16 for survival, 9 for intelligence. So, okay. Let's see. Okay, good. So, as you guys start approaching and you kind of looking, figuring out, okay, I think this would be the side at least of the air, like this on this side is where he got thrown. You start looking around, and maybe after about 15 minutes of searching, kind of off to the side, you round the corner with these large rocks, and you see Arios the First holding commune, unharmed, holding commune and doing a prayer to the two other people that you've thrown off to the side, also unharmed. And they are speaking, and he is right now doing a commune like he did up top, except now he's on the bottom. And he's standing there with his tattered robes and with the satchel around him, holding onto it. And you can see that as he is doing his sermon, as he looks at you guys and goes back, you don't see any form of recognition whatsoever.
I'm gonna say the prayer to Vasi and then blast him with the water cannon.
Yes.
Yes. I love it.
Okay. So,
Here we
interesting.
go. Blastoise.
So, when you blast him, after speaking the prayer activates the urn. Not the urn, the amphora of restoration. It fills up with water. You expend 5 charges out of the 11 that it has available for the day, and you shoot out the spray of water. It looks like it says 1 to 200 pounds. The object is either knocked over or pushed 15 feet away. So just this water sprout goes over it, pushes him 15 feet, knocks him down on the ground as he just completely drenched and knocked out, knocked out as he just like slides into the ground, and you can see he's just knocked out. And the other two kind of looking, and they step back a little bit, and they're doing their prayers, but they don't have their weapons on them anymore, and they're just kind of like standing around dumbfounded, looking at you, looking at him, not quite sure what to do.
Uh,
Grab the shit.
what happens to the satchel and orb that are now
Satchel's
soaked
still
with?
on around him. He's kind of like curling, like the way he got knocked out is just kind of curling above it, but you can see that it's still there as he's
Well,
like
okay, so
focused.
it has been blessed by the blessed
Yeah,
fucking vessel of Asi.
It
Uh,
is right now inside a leather satchel that is like at least 25 feet away from you on the ground. From your vantage point, you can't tell anything, any
Okay.
details.
I'm
Okay.
gonna casually walk and pick up the satchel.
Okay. So as you walk up and you pick up the satchel, you can slide it from above him. And as you do that, you see that it still does contain this item. The kind of the slimy, putrid feeling, kind of tear-shaped, oozing item.
I'm going to blast that with the water cannon.
Okay.
Why don't you just wash it with the water?
Oh, I'll try washing it first.
I want to use all the charges, bro.
So you know that the expending of the charges is kind of like, if you read the item at the bottom, it
Yeah.
says, legend has it as even the most tainted of swamps and cesspools when paired with sacred prayer of Vasi, right? So you have to recite the prayer, spend the charges for like the full effect, let's say, right?
Okay. Can I do it without like blasting it 15 feet away? I guess it doesn't matter.
Yes, you can. It's
Okay.
just more about intent, right? So,
Yeah.
there we go. Fucking finally found it. Jesus. There we go. So, as you, so it's still in the satchel. So if you kind of move, scrunch the satchel like it shows in the picture and kind of expose it more, and you do that, what happens is this magical energy starts swirling around it, and you see the putridness like sliding off of it and exposing the blue tear underneath, purifying the item, and basically exposing the blue, and the slime just kind of slides off and pulls down on the ground and kind of like
Nice.
sizzling a little bit, and now in front of you you see what looks to be exactly like what was in the mural, the one of the sacred tears of Vasi. Purified, no longer putrid, no longer
Cool.
green.
I just look at everybody in the group and I just shrug like who would have known?
Well, I'll be darned.
Should we try and wake this guy up and see what he has to say for himself now that he's no longer tainted?
So Willie has obviously played D&D before. I guess I've done a really bad job of training my players because I don't think you guys would have used the same solutions. It's either destroy, throw off, or I think that's a failure on my part as a GM. But yeah, good job, Willie. Way to solve that riddle.
Legit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's awesome.
I haven't
We
played
mostly do the
D&D for a
killing
long
type of
time.
puzzles. You know, you kill this thing. That's the
Yeah.
Well, we got the fucking base. And the
And for
Gem or whatever.
restoration, and you have the prayer, and you've purified the tear of Vasi. Now you have the sacred artifact, no longer corrupted, no longer putrid. As soon as the purification happens, the two other cultists that were standing collapse onto the ground, lifeless.
explode.
And you can see that their flesh is starting to decay rapidly, and this putrid smell of rotting flesh and decay just starts entering your nostrils completely. And you see the same thing is happening to Arios the First, as where now just like this liquefied pool of meat is starting to spread and give off this awful odor.
Meat. Cool.
How gross.
Now you'll be stagnant forever, motherfucker.
Lunch meat, dude.
Vaya con Dios.
Yeah.
Awesome. You have Sacred Tear of Vasi purified. Even after you yeeted it off the side of the fucking building. But you guys rolled good enough to find it again. And once again, like, when you guys threw him, it was like, well, I know what it says. He'll be fine. Hopefully they go and find it. Oh, they found it. Okay, cool.
Well,
All right.
the question is, did we need it to get to the top door? Because the riddle for that one's so simple.
I don't know.
No, but I'd rather not walk across that bridge again because last time I almost died.
Took the whole
And the
party out.
weather
Me
is
too.
worse. The wind is racing right now on the bottom level. So you know it's
Obviously,
even worse.
we
up
were
at the top.
being discouraged from entering the top door.
Yeah.
No, the weather is just the weather. It's just
The weather doesn't agree with what we want to do. So I personally think we just go to the bottom one
Yeah,
and
I
see
like
what we
that.
can do.
the bottom one is basically you guys are standing almost next to it. So 5-minute walk to the bottom of the spire. You know where that location is. You do have to scale up it again, because that was pretty challenging. But now that you guys have done it before, you can try and do it with advantage. But on the net, you are right there. And what time is it? It's actually, I think, perfect time to stop.
9
Right? 3 hours?
exactly. Yep.
Perfect. Excellent. Well, we got a lot done today.
Yep.
Whole lot
We
done.
did.
So that was really, really cool. It's
We're actually
interesting.
ready to maybe enter the dungeon on our 7th session.
Yes. Well, that's because that's kind of part of
Fifth.
this adventure.
5th session. We're good.
I'm just, yeah.
No,
On our
Keisha missed 2
18th
sessions,
session.
Remember?
Get into the
The
dungeon.
seventh.
Yeah, it's actually it's 5th,
It is 5th.
but now it's gonna be 6th
6th session.
for next
Get
time.
into the dungeon.
I basically I put the number as what the next session is. Like episode 6 is coming up, right? So we've done 5.
Keisha is
have
absolutely
episode 6.
convinced he missed 2 sessions. So it's
Well,
the
you
7th
guys-
session.
Well, you guys played my character for at least one session.
Yes.
One
Because my
session.
parents
Yeah.
were visiting.
For exactly 1 session, actually.
Yeah, only 1 session.
And then
Not
we
6.
also sat 1 session out.
Yeah.
I guess I shouldn't count that one.
Nobody got to play that session.
Yeah, that session. This was that session.
I was just playing by myself
this
that session.
was that one.
Played
But
all
honestly,
5
I'm glad that everyone was
characters.
present for this one because this was kind of a big one as far as like just getting everything together and Now everybody's understands on the same page, and then we hopefully, if we solve the riddles correctly and figure out how to work this door, then we can enter and see what's inside. Um, just remember that this, like, once again, I'm not trying to gotcha, but a lot of these traps are like deadly, right? So let's just remember that.
Like fall off a
Sounds
cliff,
up
deadly.
front.
Like we get to roll some new characters, kind of fun shit.
Like
And
some
then-
of these say if the characters want to do this, discourage them strongly. If they still want to do this, they die, no save, roll new character. It literally says
Whoa.
that.
Oh. Okay.
Like there's not even like a roll on either part.
But
They just die if they
for
do it.
stuff that's not a gotcha. For stuff that's like
it's
you really obviously shouldn't
for
be doing
stuff
this.
that's like the mirror, right? Do not touch the fucking mirror.
Like for
Ew.
stuff that is like basically discourage them, then make an omen, and if they still proceed, the characters die, no save. Right here it says try to discourage them strongly, then try to give them a warning sign. If they still proceed, they die, no save. So you will know that you're not supposed to be doing.
Do not stick your head through the portal to see what's on
And
the other
a
side.
lot of it is just because once again D&D is so hard to balance that if you guys are doing something that's breaking the dungeon or breaking the game, that's when it would come in. If you're playing normally, you'll be able to be fine. So as long as you're not stupid or the dice just completely fuck you.
Don't be stupid.
But once again, let's just keep it lighthearted. If you have to roll a new character, it shouldn't be that big a deal, right? That's all I'm saying.
No, it's the game.
The party lives on.
Yeah.
In fact,
I'm-
I'm almost looking forward to somebody dying, possibly myself included,
No,
because
not me.
The DM
Yeah.
is looking
I
forward
don't
to the
care, I'll roll
paladins
new
being
character.
killed. Yeah.
the thing is, it's never happened in any of the campaigns I've played. So
well, and here's the other thing. Maybe when you roll a new character, you kind of know what we're getting into.
That's
And
that's
maybe
kind of
you do a
it's
better
impossible
job of.
to.
I'm gonna make a cleric. Yes.
5-party cleric, all wielding two-handed hammers for that bludgeoning damage.
I'm gonna make a undead priest cleric.
But yeah, good sesh, everybody.
I feel like
Oh,
the paladin
fake
was a good
damage.
choice. I don't know what y'all were building for.
Paladin. I mean, paladins are always great, man. Holy warriors, they're awesome. Some of the new paladins are really good. Honestly, have you guys had a chance to look at the new stuff? We now have access
Dude.
to it.
Yeah, I looked at the new rogue
It
stuff.
seems like
where-
It seems like everybody got way too many copies of it. Matt said they haven't moved a single fucking, almost not a single copy of Bizarro World.
Really?
Yeah, nobody
Well-
likes D&D anymore. You just go online, get a PDF.
Well, I think
Um,
it's also because a lot of people are not switching till they finish their campaigns, right? Like we're not switching till we finish, the other campaign. We're not switching till we finish that. So I think everyone's just kind of like in the middle of stuff. So switching in the middle of the campaign it's hard. It's easy to.
Is our world still going strong?
Yeah, Bizarro. I mean, shit, dude, it's Dan.
Yeah,
Looking at, like,
that's awesome.
he's just still. The other day, I was like crossing the street, and I saw him like struggling to get a crate of records out of the back of his car, and I was like, "Hey, you need a hand, bud?" He's like wrestling with the fucking crate. Hey, why don't you pull your seat forward? Fucking, helped him out. He's old.
That's not a good sign.
Well, I mean,
No, he's been doing that for so long now. Like that was, I remember in 6th grade we used to go there for like Star Wars and Magic cards.
yeah.
He still has the exact same shit. He's slanging the exact same stuff.
Nice.
Star Wars and Magic cards, still good. Still working.
That kind of makes me happy.
Yeah.
Keisha,
Some
you
things
heard
don't
about
change, you know?
Jawad?
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. Jewy fucking sent out a group text, or posted it in the group text.
The article.
But was it? Oh no, I didn't see the article.
I don't know if it was an article. It was just like a short blurb about him getting arrested.
On the
They found
Davis
him.
police
I mean,
website.
maybe it's good that he's in the system because once again, Woodland jail isn't crazy, and then he'll
Well,
sober up.
If he's
He
got
had a few-
felonies.
Wait,
he had
what-
a few warrants. He had like 7 outstanding warrants. One was a felony, and they caught him with methamphetamine and other stuff. So,
Oh no,
Wait, that
So,
was
I mean, that's what
Jawad?
Jayweez.
That checks
Yeah.
out. Yes, Jawad.
He's been on the streets for a few years now.
God,
Like a
Damn.
That
decade,
sucks,
dude.
man.
Yeah,
I
his
haven't,
family
I
kicked him
haven't,
out a while back.
I haven't seen that guy since probably 2009.
Yeah. It's been over a decade since I've seen Jawad.
Yeah. Last time I saw him, he was hanging out at the encampment on campus, the pro-Palestine encampment.
That checks out.
That makes sense.
Not
Yeah,
really
it
the kind
counts.
of person you want there, though. Unfortunately.
Well, yeah, it's not a good look for them. He supports them for sure, but
Oh, for sure.
they don't support him.
I know
mean,
I've
shit,
met
man.
Jawad
How
on
can you
weed,
support a
and
guy
it
like
was
that?
like, you know, like when he's passionate about something. So I can't imagine him on meth. Like that must have
Yeah.
been like,
Bro,
oh shit.
I just hope, like I said, I just hope he gets clean. You know,
Well,
if he's in the system, hopefully he gets clean. And then it's like, shit, if he's going away for a felony, I hope they don't put him in max. Hope he doesn't have to go to Folsom.
Well, he's
I
got
mean,
to
if
I
do.
it's
doubt it,
just
man.
drugs,
It's all
probably
drug
not.
effects. Yeah,
Yeah,
that shit's
I
violent.
might get a diversion or something. I don't know. Has he been in trouble before?
Well, the Yellow County
7?
DA sucks. So depending on, I guess there's a few, but depending on the one he gets, like they suck. So he might not be in that much trouble, but they'll probably try to build a case saying, look at his past history. I would
Well,
imagine.
no matter what, he's gonna have to sober up, right?
Yeah.
No, you would
No.
think so, but why would he?
Yeah.
He doesn't. He is
If
against
he's
authority.
if he's in jail, it's not like someone's bailing him out.
You don't
Yeah,
think
that's
they get
true.
meth in jail?
Yeah, butt meth. Hell yeah.
Oh,
Totally.
There's
toilet
hella
meth.
butt meth in jail. Yeah.
Butt
Someone
meth?
bakes
Depends
a
on the
cake.
jail.
Someone bakes a
Butt
cake.
I
That
don't
is
know.
the
I'm not
official
up
term.
on butt meth fucking technology.
It's real simple. Its technology has worked for thousands of years. You put meth
Yeah, dude.
up your
In the butt.
and
you
off you
smuggle
go.
it.
that's
You get a friend
okay. I've heard about
who's
that
on the
technology.
outside.
Since the invention of both
I'm
meth
pretty
and
sure that's
butthole,
just. I'm pretty sure that's just butt technology.
I think on day
Kangaroos
one
aren't the
meth
only
was
ones with a
invented.
pouch.
Someone was like, "Wait a minute, let me just."
It all started with cocaine in the butt.
Chauncey,
But
are
you're
we still
talking about
recording? I hope
jail,
we're not
though,
still
not-
recording.
Yes,
Can
we're
we
still
cut the stream?
recording.
If you're in
Stream.
if you're in